said we were done, they said we were through, but we bleed that blue, and we always knew. Stars over Texas, burning bright. Cowboys rising in the dead of night. Victory's ours, hear the thunder roll. We're the heart of the South, and we're taking control. Dak leads a charge with fire in his soul. CD breaks loose, unstoppable goal. Heaven's ghost in the huddle, and it's stride in our veins. We carry their glory through blood and pain. Let 'em talk, let 'em doubt. We'll silence every rival with a knockout shout. One team, one dream. We ride together into the light. Stars over Texas, burning bright. Cowboys rising in the dead of night. Victory's ours, hear the thunder roll. We're the soul of the game, and we're taking control. Yeah, we're taking control. Cowboys forever, bold and whole. Let the stars over Texas shine gold.
Who's the best? It is.
With the 17th pick,
Yeah.
26th
Come on, man.
Hey, why Philly calling?
Oh, Philly just traded for you.
Hello?
This is Philly. They just traded for you.
This is Howie Roseman. I'm the GM of the Eagles. How you doing? We just traded up. We're picking you. You're an Eagle. Congrats, brother. Let's do it.
Let's get to work, man.
Congratulations.
Who's the best candidates?
Wow, 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 wow. That's why I love the draft so much, everybody. That is why I love the draft so much. Because you never know. You never know what's going to happen. Who's your, like some people are strange bedfellows, right? Like, isn't that what they say? First and foremost, thank you for any of you who reached out to me. I did have a procedure this morning. So for those of you, I didn't really tell a lot of people. So if you didn't know, no offense, I don't like sharing my business too much. I did have a procedure this morning. So I have all the lights out. Got a slight headache. But I wanted to do something. Everything is good to go. We got good news today. So thank you for everybody who was saying anything positive. I appreciate it. Taking anything positive. So yeah, it looks like everything is good to go. It was removed, and knock on wood, 99%, we are clear for takeoff. So because of that, we did decide to reschedule Philly 500. He's going through some stuff. I'm not going to get into what. And obviously, I was dealing with some stuff. So that's taken care of. We're going to have a live stream next Tuesday night, not tomorrow, a week from tomorrow, we will have a live stream together. So, that's something to look forward to. I'm going to start lining my guests up, hopefully Primetime Phil. We'll get Devin Moore on soon. That'll be very fun to talk about him. And again, through the roof, excited for Devin Moore once you look at the tape. So, again, anybody who wants to say we don't have this or we don't have that, you don't have a clue, brothers and sisters. You don't have a clue. Dallas is on the rise. They're on the come. Can they do it this year? We don't know. But we're going to have fun talking about it. But thank you, everybody who reached out. My Zoom crew, we got Hallie in here. We got Jesse trying to get in here. I hope you guys are good. I will play a short clip in a little bit. Michael Trigg, I just decided to add him to the thumbnail because he's the tight end out of Baylor. He's not the only tight end that we went out and got. He's not the only tight end that we went out and got. We got multiple tight ends. We got a TCU tight end, DJ Rogers. Again, people don't know how to draft. Maybe not DJ Rogers as much, even though his upside is through the roof. But Michael Trigg, we were mock drafting him in the 3rd and 4th rounds. Just people get enamored with certain things, and guys slip through the cracks. Thank you. For that. Michael Trigg is a big boy. Michael Trigg, 6'4", 240, a 10.5-inch hands, 84.38 wingspan, the longest wingspan among tight ends in the whole draft. So obviously they didn't get the memo. But hey, their unfortunately, his loss is the Cowboys' gain. And Lunda Wells, the Dallas Cowboys tight end coach, was ecstatic that they were able to get him. Absolutely ecstatic. But it doesn't come with a caveat, not for the Cowboys, but for everybody else who did not draft him. And he comes in with an attitude. He basically says, one thing he harped on was putting your hands on somebody, Trigg said. That was a big thing. He likes to block. He's a very athletic corner, a tight end, and he has a chip on his shoulder. Just that I belong. He wants to prove that he belongs, Trigg said, and that he hopes to prove I'm trying to stick in this league for as long as possible. I have a big chip on my shoulder. That never hurts when you have a chip on your shoulder, everybody. So I don't know. I mean, the more guys you get with chips on your shoulder, I'm not comparing him to Tom Brady, but Tom Brady, right, didn't get drafted till the 6th round. Arguably the best quarterback, sorry, Momo, to ever do it. At least wins and losses he is. Again, I'm excited about this draft class. But when you look at the opening video and how Stephen Jones did not want to call Howie because whoever calls first has to pay more. Howie ended up calling him. Dallas got slightly better. It wasn't like anytime they're trying to move up, there is a tax. It was a 10-point tax. We're throwing them a 7th next year. It was a fair trade for both. Eagles got what he wanted. Dallas got what they wanted. Just real quick before we open it up, Dallas was set to draft Lawrence at 20. This is how it went down, everybody. Dallas was going to take Lawrence at 20. But obviously wanted to trade down. If Lawrence went after they made the trade to the Eagles, if Lawrence had gone 21 or 22, they would have drafted C.J. Allen. Just a little bit of just interesting. Everybody who says Jacob Rodriguez, they were going to draft C.J. Allen if Lawrence had been picked up with 21 or 22. That's why I love the draft so much. The ins, the outs. How long are you going to wait to make the phone call? First team to make the phone call loses. It wasn't Dallas. How we traded up. The shout out, I respect that. I respect the guy seeing what he wants and going and getting it. We could all debate the player, but the Eagles did what they wanted and got it done. That's what you should respect. It doesn't matter how it turns out. Quite frankly, every draft pick is a crapshoot, right? We don't really know what's going to happen, but you have to, as an organization, set a goal, make your board, and go after it. they went after Mekhi Lemon once he fell that far. Maybe they thought he wasn't going to fall that far. Dallas was going to take Lawrence, but yet got 2 fourth-round picks, which turned into Devin Moore, who, again, if you know, you know. If you don't, you're going to know. You know, again, the dude, sky's the limit for this kid. He would have went a lot higher. Like last year's pick, Savon Ravel. I'm not saying he's as high as Ravel, but Ravel would have been a first-round pick if he hadn't tore his ACL the year prior. Then he had the setback in training camp. Dallas should have sat him. But it's so hard to sit back and do that these days. You want to play him, you want to play him, you want to play him. He's looking good. The brace is off. Who knows how that's going to work out? But you would think he would be in line to have a nice year with the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know what that's going to mean. So I'm excited. Good afternoon, everybody. I want to do an early live stream because we got a lot of sports tonight. Hopefully I can stay awake for it. What's going on, Jesse? What's going on, Wade? And what's going on, Hallie? How are you?
What's up, guys? Good day to be a Flower fan.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah, my Stars are out of it, and so are my Mavericks.
Well,
all that matters is the Spurs right now in Texas.
The Spurs. Yeah, the Spurs.
There you go, Wade.
The Spurs. So what's up, Jesse? How you doing, man? Who are you off today?
Yeah. I just want to see these games, enjoy them, having fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good season.
Well, I think the Phillies start at 4 or right about now.
Yeah.
And then you got the Flyers, I think it's 7:30, and then the Sixers are like 8:30. So we shall see. Again, I don't think the Knicks are very good, everybody. Sorry. I don't think the Knicks are I think they're a badly coached basketball team. I know. I'm sorry for all your Knicks fans. I think the Sixers actually have a decent shot to win the series. But, whether they do or not, who knows. But Mike Brown is not a good basketball coach. So I think a decided advantage goes to the Sixers. But prime time, love the sweater, Jesse. Yes. Yes. Prime time, Phil. Primetime Studios. What's up, Bruce Banner? How you doing? William Tilton, Jesse's Giants had a great draft. Yes, they did. Thank you so much, Jesse, for not drafting a Caleb Downs. I think we both got helped out. I'm not here to say. What's up, Lee Commander? Well, I think what you got to I think it started with Cleveland. I think Cleveland is where it started at, everybody. I think Cleveland, once they went Spencer Fano, because I don't believe the Giants were taking Fano. I don't know that for a fact, but I would think that they would have went Downs if Malagoa went to Cleveland, then Giants may have taken Downs, and that would have been the right pick. But Malago, I like him. I really do. He was one of my 3 can't-miss guys. I didn't know he had a disc injury in his back, which is why he slipped to 10 or wherever you got. Yeah, 10, I guess. So I didn't know. We're not privy to all this stuff. Again, it's like I guess that's the old HIPAA laws and on that they release every little thing. The clubs know, but that they normally tell you to keep your mouth shut when it comes to that, as well as any off-the-field stuff. Remember last year there was a guy, Peyton Wilson, I think, out of NC State. He didn't have an ACL. The whole process, nobody knew the dude was playing without an ACL. Had a hell of a year as a rookie with the Steelers linebacker, but again, if we don't know these things, but the clubs know. Bruce wants Wade to give us a history lesson. Go ahead, Wade. Give Bruce Banner a Texas Eagle
History
fan.
lesson on Dallas. Oh yeah, we were going down the divisions the other day. Man, Cowboys. I said, Brian, they won it more than 4 times in a row on several occasions. Then Cowboys won it 5 times in a row in the late 60s, early 70s.
Fucking GBT. Don't blame me.
And then they won the division 76, 78, 76, 77, 78, 79.
But I thought I was good. I as an homage to Drew,
Eagles only did that once.
But as an homage to Drew,
Thanks for throwing that in there, Wade.
As an homage to Drew, I did a pre-Super Bowl era, 1941 through whatever the hell it was, 45, that they won. you know, because he always likes to bring them up. I said, well, yeah, you guys were the team back in the day. You know, you were dominant. You're one of the originals. What was it, original 11 or 13? I don't know. I think it was 11 originally, but that's when they played 12 games. What's up, real homie? Harbaugh said he's building a bully up in New York. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. I'm not here to crap on anybody today. I like what they did. I don't love what they did. I like what they did. You know, I would have taken Caleb Downs over Malinois, but you know, I like Malinois. It's just, you know, I think they effed up, but I think he's still a good ball player. What's up, West Virginia country boy? How you doing? Dustin Bosley, what's going on? Y'all be taking care of the boats and hoes. Yeah, I don't have that drop. I got to get it. I might have it. I haven't did it in a while. I got to find all my buttons. Jesse should be a politician. He likes his smile a lot. Arturo Gomez, what's up? Stirring up the other line, beware of Scat. Scataboo's got to come back, dude. His ankle's still pointing in the wrong direction, I think. Last time I saw Scataboo, it was pointing due south. So
Guess he walks in circles a lot.
Yeah,
We'll make him run backwards.
Yeah, he's gonna line up. He's gonna line up backwards.
Hey, Rob.
I like Scataboo. What's going on, Rob? How you doing, man?
Love him.
Evidently, right now, I guess I'm butthurt because your boy puts out a video name dropping me saying that I'm butthurt for
Who?
him talking about my Eagles. Mark put a video out about an hour ago.
When did he do that?
And Rob A is butthurt from all the Eagle stuff I talk. Someone on your current panel
about that in 2 weeks. I told myself I'm going to bring Rob on to come after you. So we'll see if he comes on.
Someone on
next
your
week.
current panel, I guess, ran to him from my comments last night on Lloyd's live stream saying, "Oh, Rob, talking about your shirt and how you're hyping up Christian Parker and shitting on Mannion." And so, of course, that triggered a phone call directly from me to Mark because, you know, I don't hide. I mean, I ain't going to sit there and fucking hide. So I called him right after that just to kind of say, hey, you know what? You want to name drop me? Come at me. Give me a call. Or jump on the live stream.
Yeah, wow.
You know, because I reminded him that ain't nothing that I said last night that I didn't say via your live stream when I super chatted it. You know, just saying, hey, don't hype up Parker and talk shit about Mannion because you don't know. You don't know. Neither one of them's called plays yet in the NFL. So I hear you. Yeah, I mean, you know. So, but you know, I reminded him, ain't no one buttered. I feel good about where we're at currently, and I just reminded him, hey, you don't have to make a video about me. Just give me a call. You have my number.
I think he loves. He does it for the clicks. You should feel honored.
He mentioned that. He goes, oh, it's all entertainment, anything to get people to watch. I'm like, well, don't name drop on me, man. Just give me a call.
Yeah, I know, but that's fun. For him, it's fun. And I mean, he answered, right? So it's all good. So, I didn't know Lloyd did a show. I was going to do a show.
Oh, yeah. I even called Jesse about it afterwards.
When
like, what the fuck was that? Sorry, Jesse, for calling you so late, my brother, because I was like,
I was still up, bud. I was still up. Don't worry about it. I was funny when you were talking.
I apologize, man.
Not at all. Anytime, bro. Anytime.
It just dropped like suddenly, and I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck was that? So I called up Jesse, and I'm like, oh shit, it's after midnight over there. I'm so sorry.
I'm good. I'm good. I don't put up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Thanks for giving me a call back. I appreciate you, bro.
Oh, of course.
Nothing but love for you.
Oh yeah, same here.
But as we sit here, at least following the mini camp, obviously everybody loves their class now, but Dallas is really enjoying, I don't like the 18. The 18 will not be his permanent number, everybody. Caleb Downs will not be 18. He actually has got a chip on his shoulder a little bit. He said there's no way he should have dropped. Not that he don't want to be with Dallas, but he should have not have dropped to where he did. And, he's and that's what you want. That's not a bad thing to have a chip on your shoulder. He's looking at all the teams who passed on him. Good luck, Jesse. Good luck, brother. That didn't take him. Each spot is like big time money. That's what it's about, everybody. So what's up, Clemente? How you doing, brother? Rob, I ain't that dude too disrespectful. Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there, so I was gearing up for my, what I had to do today. So, does CP call from the box or the sidelines? William Tilton, I would say the sidelines, but I don't know that to be a fact. I don't know. Caleb Downs already knows the playbook by heart. Yeah, that dude is a real. I mean, he's a great football player. How is that going to transition to the pros, and how fast will it happen? I don't know. But everybody seems to be excited about it. So I think our safety room is as good as I could remember it being in recent memory. You go out and get a top 10 safety in Jalen Thompson. You got Malik Hooker. You got him. And then you got to go out and get Caleb Downs. I think at least I think you're going to see, and I still think we need a little help at linebacker. We have a lot of bodies there. Dean Winters definitely helps. He has wore the green dot before. Not that I think they would do that to him. I think we may find a safety, Rob, that'll be at least as it sits right now, which it can be.
Yeah.
It can be.
Don't
I
have
don't
to
know
be a
that it's.
linebacker.
I don't know that it's what you want, but I know Darren Woodson was a green dot back in the day. Not that I'm trying to. I don't hate comparing people, but it can happen. What do you think, Rob? Outside looking in,
You guys got better, man. I mean, there's just no question about it. And one thing, even on Lloyd's channel, on Leo's channel, I start off in the chat, then all of a sudden they're like, bring Rob in, keeping it 100, man. I mean, you guys got better. You're a better team this year than you were last year. See, I have no disagreement with you saying that, with Mark, just you Cowboys fans in general saying that, because if I said different, I'd be bullshitting.
Well,
and
that's
I don't
how
bullshit.
I look at it.
You guys got better.
I don't know what that's going to mean in wins and losses. That's what everybody gets carried away with. We're not allowed to, but people get upset with, again, stop it with the pigeonholing of how we're going to be. Nobody knows shit. It literally could, I don't know. We could have the best team in the world and our quarterback go down and okay. So I was wrong. I guess I was wrong a lot, more so probably with the other two teams in the division last year. But I can't foresee Jalen, what's his name, the Commander quarterback, Jaden Daniels. I mean, I didn't see Jaden Daniels getting hurt, right? But, Rob, going back and looking at the numbers, I had no idea how bad Washington Commanders defense was last year. It ended up statistically last. It was worse than that. I know Dallas was worse.
Yeah.
Statistically, it wasn't worse. The Commanders.
Right. Yeah.
So it was very surprising when I looked at the number, how bad Eagles finished 13th overall in defense. Then you had the Giants at 28, Dallas at 30,
right.
and the Commanders at 32. I think all those teams are going to be better this year, but they have to play the games, right, Rob? We don't know. Really,
you have to start the damn games, and especially. I'll give you a perfect example. New England was 0-4, and look where they ended up at.
Well, yeah, it's like I was telling you guys last night, Jesse, that, I think Drake May is a top 10 quarterback. And I know it's based off of one season, but that's all I could go off of is just the eye test and seeing what he did last year. And, any team, and I think Game Time's brought this up in the past as well, that, you just never know. Like, I know he used, who would ever thought Seattle and New England would be in the Super Bowl last year? I didn't.
Oh,
I mean, and I'm a betting man, and I didn't. So
Sam Darnold, possible, right?
Man. Right. Right.
Yeah. Sam Darnold versus Drake May. Now, I was wrong about Drake May, but again, my first, it was more of naive rather than wrong. I didn't know, honestly. And I think, I will tell you this, though. They took advantage of a real easy schedule.
Yep.
I mean, and sometimes you have to do that. To my Dallas people, I would say we've had easy schedules in the past, put up 12-win seasons, and not taken advantage of it. There's a difference. They took advantage of it. You have to take advantage of it. Now we got a tough schedule for all teams in the East. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, on paper it's a tough schedule, but I was reading, going inside the numbers on each side, NFC and AFC, on average, 2 to 4 teams who make the playoffs one year don't repeat as far as the playoffs. So let's just say let's just use an average of 3 teams in each conference won't make the playoffs that made it last year. I'm not going to get into who we think will and won't. It's too early for that. But just to let you know, there will be at least 3 new teams in the playoffs on both sides. It'll be interesting. It will be. Somebody who went far this year won't make the playoffs next year. And that's just for happenstance, injury, schedule, everything. So
attrition's going to play a role in that too. I mean, you know, these teams that are highly successful usually get picked apart in the off season. Their players, their coaches. You know, attrition will bring a team or 2 down as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm looking at something. Go ahead, Jesse. Go ahead and talk, brother.
Well, they did lose coach. They did lose on their coaches, didn't they? I think he went to the Raiders, I think.
Seattle did, yeah. Their offensive coordinator is the head coach.
That's a big owl right there.
Yeah, Kubiak is their
That's
head
what I
coach
wanted.
now. Yeah.
See, that's the shit we're talking about here.
I don't see Seattle repeating. They lost a lot of them.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Well, that's kind of like just looking at it, and that's what I was pulling up the schedule. I mean, I was pulling up listen, people, we don't have the schedule. We don't know what the hell it's going to be, right? But looking at it, right, Seattle went 14-3. Again, I'd have to dig into their schedule more, but again, it was probably on easier. I mean, I don't know. They played in the NFC West, so it wasn't that easy.
Exactly.
Do we know the ones that are going to be playing out of the country like us? Do we know exactly when we are? Or
week 3? We're week 3. Now I was telling Wade because Wade called me this morning, and then I called him back after I got home. But week 3 in Brazil, we're the home team. Now I have a feeling we're gonna start the year on the road. Now I was just thinking out loud, wouldn't that be horrible? If the NFL gave you 2 road games, then a home game in Brazil.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying they would do that, but I've seen weirder things happen.
Give me the Eagles week 1. I'm ready.
Here we go again.
You know, I was hoping for that too, Wade.
I
liked how that set up last year.
I don't like it because I don't think either team is ready
This
to
time
go.
in Dallas, the other way around.
See, I want you.
That Rob?
Yeah, there's sound now. I think there's sound now, everybody. I think there's sound now.
There is.
Jason Witten,
I had to
helmet
restart
game.
my
Every Eagles
system.
fan remembers that one.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I lost sound and then I had to reboot my soundboard. So hopefully
No,
we're
we're
good.
talking. I was telling Rob about the 07 Eagles Cowboys when Jason Witten was running down the field with no helmet.
No helmet.
They
Yeah, I
actually
remember that.
changed the rule.
You're
because
down,
of the-
right?
You can't do that no more.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think once the helmet comes off, the play is dead.
The producer says it's
correct.
good. Yeah. So what's up, Arturo? What's up, Coyote? How you doing, brother? Bruce Banner, Coyote. How you doing? Oh God,
Chris in the house.
disgusting. What's up, Chris May? How you doing? Same crap happened to me here. Yeah, it happens on my soundboard. Every once in a while, it just decides to go out, and then I gotta reboot it. Probably an update or something. But looking at the teams, again, I think the Rams are going to be good. I think Seattle may take a step back. I don't know that San Fran's going to be good, but I don't know. I guess they'll be decent. I don't know. I think Seattle takes a step back. Rams and 49. I think the Rams are like a shoe-in unless something happens to win that
Rams
division.
going deep. Rams are going in this year.
You would think,
Big
you know. And then when you go to Carolina, you know, I mean, Carolina finished 8-9, even though they made the playoffs. So, because they won a division. I don't know that they're necessarily going to be better. I like them. You think, I mean, I don't know, Rob. You got New Orleans, Atlanta, Tampa, Carolina. Obviously not knowing the schedule, but just looking at it, how they've all did in the draft. Anybody stand out to you?
I'm curious to see as far as the ones you just mentioned, you know, because I think it's the South, right?
Yeah, and if I'm just going
yeah.
through the
So
divisions.
I'm thinking I'm curious to see how Tampa's gonna rebound this year. They had a lot of injuries last year.
Yeah.
I want to see what Ruben Bain's about. You know, I think they drafted pretty well, so I actually want to you know, see what they're about.
Yeah.
Also, too, you know, isn't Tua now in Atlanta? So, you know, there's yeah. So, you know, I'm curious to see if he's going to be the starter over Penix, and
I think
how
Carolina's
he's
in
gonna
for
rebound.
a tougher road. That's all I'm saying. Not that he can't get there, because I like them. I like what they're doing. They're really looking good. But I don't know. I think Atlanta, Tampa, and New Orleans, I think they're all gotten a little better.
Mhm.
So,
I agree.
you know what I mean? So it's maybe that's one of them. You got Chicago. Are they going to repeat and continue to rise? You got Green Bay. I'm just not a big Green Bay fan these days. Micah won't be there to start, and if he is, he's probably pushing it. Minnesota, and then you got Detroit. So I mean and then obviously you got the Giants. Giants finished at 4-13. You would think they would be. I think their floor has gone up at least 2 games, maybe 3 games, but I'm not saying they can't win more than that. But I think Washington was 5-12. I think we could all admit, as long as Jaden Daniels stays healthy, they should be better than 5-12.
Yeah, agreed.
Dallas is 7-9-1. Obviously, with they fell off at the end of the year, and the Eagles at 11-6. It'll be very interesting. Again, it doesn't seem. I think the Rams, just looking at it, like, oh my God, maybe Chicago. It'd be curious to see, to see how this comes out. Then you got New England 14-3. There's no way New England's going 14-3.
No, they're not going 14-3.
Not that they're not going to be good, but just 14-3 is crazy. Buffalo 12-5. Did they get enough better? Miami's Miami. They're rebuilding, and the Jets are the Jets. So not much is going to change there. It's just maybe Buffalo. I think New England may win that again, just because I do like them, but they're not going 14-3. Pittsburgh,
it's gonna be a 2-man race.
Yeah, you got Pittsburgh. Yeah, they finished 10-7. Baltimore 8-9. Now they got a coaching change. Cincinnati 6-11. I think Cincinnati could be a better team this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cleveland at 5-12. They're talking about going back to Deshaun Watson. I think Cleveland's a train wreck, even though they have talent.
Cleveland lost their mind.
They just absolute. I don't understand.
They're terrible.
Stepping on it. Just stepping on it.
Yeah,
just smash the door, play the year, see what happens.
I think Cincy. I mean, that's 3 teams.
They've been missing a lot in their defense, so I like Cincinnati.
Yeah,
if Burrow could stay healthy and that offensive line could improve, that team could be dangerous.
I think interesting enough is you got the South, the AFC South. Jacksonville was a juggernaut last year, really well.
Oh yeah,
but
Liam Cohen did a good job down there.
But Houston just keeps adding and adding talent. They underachieved. Indianapolis. Now, Danny Dimes coming back. Okay, we'll see. And then Tennessee is Tennessee. So that's a good division. And then obviously Denver. I think this is their year to either do it or you might see Sean Payton out of there. I mean, like after this year. I don't know. You live there. What are they talking about in Denver, Rob?
They expect more out of Bo Nix this upcoming year. They are saying that he's got to, take a step up. They're high on getting Waddle, which I thought was a good move.
They gave up a lot, though, man. Oof.
Yeah, they sure did.
It was a good move, but my God.
Yeah, they sure did. So yeah, they're thinking that it could be this year because of with Mahomes being out. So I think that division is going to be a little bit better. I think the Chargers are going to be better.
The Chiefs.
Yeah.
They're not going 6-11.
No, exactly. They got too good of coaching, and they're too good to do that. So Yeah, man. Denver, they're high on Denver this year as far as the fans here.
That's a good call, Clemente. Christian Parker to Denver in 2027. It's possible, or 2028. I hope he stays a couple years. If he goes in 2027, Clemente, that means Dallas has done something pretty darn good. So
yeah, the only way Christian Parker's leaving after this year is if we literally have a top 5 defense and we literally march to the Super Bowl and win somehow. That's the only way I see him leaving after this year.
yeah, and that's a far-fetched. William Tilton, we're winning 11 games this year. I don't care who opponents are. I like that, William. That's the way to stay positive, and that's what I expect you to say. I'm going to reserve mine. What's up, Dave Thompson? CP back to the Eagles. Dave, you never know.
But I'm going to be honest, game time, even if we do great and that defense is like damn good this year, I don't think he would leave even if he was offered a job. I don't think he's just going to take a coaching job for the hell of it. If it's like a very dysfunctional, unorganized organization, I don't think he's going to jump on that.
Yeah, well, he should be picky.
Quinn stayed for another year.
Yeah. Well, Quinn did turn down. Yeah.
I could see Christian Parker turning down some teams. I could see that.
I can agree with, because like I said, he just got this position. He's gotta get adjusted, do what he gotta do, learn, slip up, do great. He's got to learn all that before he decides to be a head coach. You know what I mean? Got to experience.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, you got to crawl before you can walk. Let's just let this year play out. But I see what everybody's saying. I do see what people are saying.
Man, hell, he could be here 4 years. Never know.
Again, who was the guy that we got from Seattle? Everybody loved, and then he ended up
Chris Richard.
Yeah, remember Chris Richard? He was he was the second coming. Similar situation as Christian Parker. I'm not trying to crap on Parker. I'm just saying Richard. Everybody was high on Richard. I don't even know if he's in the league right now.
I think, that's a good question. Yeah, everyone was high on Chris Richard.
He's probably watching cars somewhere.
Football Fanatic says, I expect another jump in Guyton's game. He needs to stay healthy. Guyton needs to stay healthy, everybody. If you can't stay healthy, that's an issue.
He's added health as well.
I mean, he took strides last year, big time, but he got hurt again. So for a left tackle, you really shouldn't be getting, you really got to stay healthy. But they went out and drafted Drew Shelton. They have Nathan Thomas. They have depth there. Dallas's offensive line was actually a strength for them. So last year, was it perfect? No, but it was pretty darn good. I think they
talking about your interior line.
Just the offensive line in general. They had a 6th best running game. Dak hardly got hit. That's why people laugh and go, here we go. No, there's no excuses. I'm not saying Dallas is going to the Super Bowl, but I'm saying it's never going to be perfect, everybody. You're never going to have a injury-free year on your team. It's never going to be the perfect situation. Dallas offensively didn't lose anybody. They've only added to it. So there's no excuses. Dallas, now they got a new defensive coordinator. I get it. There's questions there, but they've added shit ton of talent. They've gotten rid of 14 bodies on defense. We'll see whether it works, but it's going to be better. I just don't know how much better. There's no more excuses for Dak Prescott. He needs to go win football games and play good and stay healthy. And then I'm sorry. There's just no more excuses, everybody. We can't keep making excuses. Not that anybody did last year, but no more woe was me. Our defense stinks. Now, you can't have revisionist history. We're going into the season with more talent on defense. We expect it to be better. Mid-pack, maybe. That would be fantastic. So, all right, Dak, here we go, brother. Let's see what you can do. I'm not saying you can't do it, but, let's see it. Hallie?
Well, I was just going to say, did you see that they signed DJ Wingfield? I think it is. He plays guard and tackle on offense, so that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I know we brought in Matt Hennessy. We re-signed, not Brock Hoffman's the only guy. A TJ Bass. He's very good. He's a guard flexibility. We got Nathan Thomas. We got, again, the offensive line is no longer an excuse. Okay, it's just not. Stop. I mean, you just got to stop making excuses for for Dallas. We got to actually go and put up or shut up. Did CP actually say I'm in Dallas only as a stepping stone? I didn't see that. I can't imagine he would have said that. You were wrong about that, Game Time, and unfair. What am I unfair about? What did I say that was so unfair? That it's
Good question.
No, well, KH said it's unfair to say it's time to put up or shut up. There's no more excuses. What are you talking about, brother? I'm being honest. KH, what do you mean? I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm rooting for Dak. It's never going to be perfect. Do you think the Eagles thought it was perfect when they won a Super Bowl under Nick Foles? Right? I mean,
sure, he had a lot of injuries that year.
I'm just
beyond, yeah.
You know what I
So
mean?
it wasn't perfect, is my point. It's never
That's
going
what
to
I
be
mean.
perfect.
It's not going to be perfect. I mean, I don't know. I hope he wins. Don't get me wrong, KH. I'm not saying that he's the problem. I'm saying people have to stop making excuses. Right? There are years. Wade, just explain to everybody who, what years that we should have won. It wasn't perfect, but it was pretty darn good.
07, 14 to 16.
14 to 16 under Dak, right?
14, well, 16 under Dak. Romo was 14.
Yeah. Romo,
that team, you had the number one like running offense in the NFL that year. Like DeMarco Murray had 1,800.
That's right.
1,800 yards rushing.
You don't know what can happen until they won't hurt us. Well, I hear what you're saying. I get that. If he gets hurt and there's somebody blind, I get what you're saying. But I just mean his offense is going to be KH. We haven't lost anything on offense, and it was already a number 2 rated offense. Hold on, what's up? You need a code? All right. It's 865-802. There we go, everybody. That's the code. Primetime Phil over from Mountains, Clemente. What's up, Phil? What's going on, brother? Are you home or are you working? Obviously, you're working. Dez still freaking caught it.
Yeah.
Good one, Chris. Good one.
I'll never forget that moment. I ran outside the house at my uncle's house when he caught that ball. I was like, "We're going to the fucking NFC Championship."
How do you?
And I swear I could hear my uncle in the house. Oh hell, fucking no! Fucking that's when they called it back.
Called it back, yeah.
Yeah, and under the rules, it wasn't a catch, but. Just open your eyes. That was a catch and a football move and a leap. It was just ridiculous. But
now the biggest dagger to my heart is via Jesse. Sorry, the 07 Cowboys. That was the biggest dagger.
Yeah,
that 13-3 year.
That was Creighton dropping the ball over the middle.
As
he's
the
running
slant
into
drop
the
by
end zone.
Creighton. Yeah, that was irritating.
Yeah. Well, that's what Cabo does to you. You can't go to
Here's
Cabo.
something people don't know. After that game, Patrick Creighton he had an old Chevy Caprice. It was a Goodyear shop down the street from my house. After that game, like, I don't know, something happened. He got so pissed, he like smashed the whole side of that car, and they had it at the Goodyear there, and that's where they were telling me there at the shop. After the game, he did something. He busted out the windows on the side of the car and like messed up the door or whatever. You know, it was pretty bad, but
yeah, I'm
sad situation.
To Adam.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the play here. Let me see here. Where is it?
And you know, the Plexico Burris curl route before halftime with like 40 seconds left was bullshit. That was a touchdown. That was ridiculous.
Touchdown.
They get Jesse smile. Like those are the good old days.
Nightmare.
The good old days, huh, Jeff?
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's
When,
back from
NFL players were actually wearing like neck rolls and, you know.
Yeah, no shit.
Sorry, I'm finding. Just keep talking.
Now they're wearing sneakers. They're wearing branded sneakers. Cleats.
They're wearing pony for cleats.
Yeah.
Chris
Look,
says
I
have.
Are you good,
Yeah.
Holly?
Oh, it's okay. Chris says I have $1 million eyes, and even my ass saw it.
Momo's ass on it, huh?
Oh no! Stop it! You said it. She said it once. Twice will come.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm watching it. I can't show that.
Look, I give the
sick.
Eagles like a lot of shit, but I will say that Super Bowl against the Patriots, man, that was like one of the greatest games I ever saw.
Which one?
The
TO?
Eagles Patriots. No, the second one, the Philly special.
Philly. Yeah.
That was one of the greatest Super Bowls I ever seen. That was
great.
like crunch time.
That was a good Super Bowl,
was
clearly for me. But I mean, to see Zach Ertz, come back and catch that touchdown, and just you're right, man. The way they dueled it back and forth, I didn't think we had a chance against the Patriots.
It was serious crunch time.
Just the look on Brady's face when they did it, I'm like, the look on him and Belichick, priceless.
Philly special. That's like probably one of the most. I mean, now you could say it's one of the most iconic plays in probably NFL. I mean, Super Bowl history.
Yeah, that was pretty ballsy for them to call that on fourth down.
Let's see. Cam Scatterboo.
He's still gonna be out, isn't he?
He'll be out for a little bit, but hopefully he'll be there ready to go by the season. He's not going. He'll be at OTAs, but he's not going to be doing much.
He didn't do the Nick Chubb, did he? Where he like busted up his knee, or was it a ACL?
No, it was just a dislocation. It's better than it could have been, even though it looked horrible.
Oh shit! It looked horrible. I was like, oh my god, it's over. The career's over.
Chubb's was bad.
Yeah.
Now, is Neighbors starting out the season too, or are they waiting on him?
Yeah, they're saying he's going to be he'll be good to go.
Good to go. Good.
I don't think so.
That kid is so good.
That's what they're saying. If it's going to happen, it's a different story.
You got to be careful with him, brother.
Yeah, don't rush him back. He's too good a talent.
Yeah, that's what I say. But that's smokescreen. Maybe, probably. Who knows?
Don't gallop his ass back into the lineup and hurt himself worse.
Yeah.
Here you go.
It is what it is.
Neighbors is on track in recovery from October 2025 knee surgery. He has a torn ACL and meniscus. He's supposed to be on the field for training camp. So you're right. He's so that's good for him. That's a good thing. So,
let's take it easy. That's all you need to do.
Yeah. Don't rush it.
I think that was the life lesson for him. He was like, "Oh, I have to take it more easy."
Well, I know when he was drafted, I liked him. I liked him over. Not that I didn't like Harrison, but he was the guy that I liked. And as it turned out, I mean, Harrison's good, but Harrison's not a Malik Neighbors. To me, he's a step behind him. Let's see. Vinny Hagan says, "You're too young, Wade." Robert Newhouse to Golden Richards in the Super Bowl. Yeah, Golden Richards. I remember that. I remember him dropping that. Again, we all have that one was a horrible one. I was a kid when I saw that. Golden Richards just dropped a touchdown pass that would have most likely have won it. Just, I don't even want to think about it. CeeDee Lamb and GP3 are for real a serious problem. Yeah, Clemente. That's where I was getting about no excuses. Dak has no excuses. Okay.
Well, but
I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what you want. Okay, so let's say we're 18th in the league on defense, right? What do you want? I mean, what do you guys want? Eagles made the playoffs and won a division with a 13th ranked defense and a 23rd ranked offense. Okay, if Dallas is top 5 offense and 18th defense, you need to be in the playoffs. You have to be in the playoffs.
If your offense is anything like it was last year,
you should be in the playoffs.
If your offense is anything like it was last year, and your defense is middle of the road this year, you need to be getting at least 12 wins.
Well, again, I don't know about that because of the schedule, but everybody's gonna have a tough schedule, right, Wade? So all I'm saying is, I'm not saying win division. I'm saying make the playoffs. You have to make the playoffs. If you have a top 20 defense and a top 5 offense, you need to make the fucking playoffs. Sorry, stop it.
Well, didn't the Giants have in our division, didn't the Giants have the worst schedule, the hardest schedule?
They had the hardest schedule this year coming up.
Oh wow!
Got another one.
Yeah, I mean, I looked it up. Don't ask me how they know, but I'll look it up. Yeah. I have it right here. I have it right here.
We get to see the proctologist again.
Here it is. Don't ask me how, but we don't even know who everybody's playing. But I guess based on the teams that they're playing, not home and a road, and how it flows within a year and who back to back and who, I don't know any of that. But the Bears have the toughest schedule, in the league with a .550 winning percentage again, Then Miami, poor Miami, right? But then again, it's based off of last year. Arizona, Green Bay. Green Bay has the fourth hardest schedule in the league. Kansas City Chiefs. So, the top easiest, the 5 easiest, Cleveland Browns, New Orleans Saints, Cincinnati Bengals, Indianapolis Colts, and Atlanta Falcons. So to my point where, the South is going to be a little more interesting, So
what you're saying is put $1,000 that Cincinnati is going to make the playoffs.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
that might be a pretty damn good bet.
I just, how you get a feel for things, it's just one of those feels that I have. I think they're going to be a good football team this year. Jackie
Makes
Smith.
me wonder.
What's up,
I'm
Lee?
sorry.
No. I'm reading the chat. No big deal. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say with Cleveland supposedly having one of the easiest schedule, and what if they only still won 4 games? So you just don't know how anything's going to happen.
I think Cleveland is going to be Cleveland until they fix their
sell the team.
Well, I think until they fix their front office and the way they do things. I mean, and I don't feel sorry for Myles Garrett. He chose to stay there. He chose to stay in that shit show because he wanted the money. He was going to get money anywhere he went. So it's very. What's up, Yassine? How you doing? We can't hear you or see you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. We still can't see you. You're blacked out, but that's fine. We can hear you. What's going on, brother?
I'm doing fine. I know you guys were talking about Christian Parker earlier on. I think Cowboy YouTubers and fans are putting a lot of pressure on him. And to me, I'm waiting for him to call some plays.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him until he's facing life bullets, okay? And let's not make him... But we're putting too much pressure on him.
Yeah, we hear something coming in the background there. Do you have something playing on your computer, Yassine?
Well, going undrafted was definitely not a part of the dream that I had for myself. But
I think there's some
it's
background
definitely humbling,
noise.
definitely motivating. I mean, honestly, the way everything went, I don't
You
feel
know
like
what? Maybe it's me.
It's not too good to really harp on the bad.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like somebody talking.
Yeah, it's Christian.
Is it not a blessing?
It's Michael Trigg.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yes, ma'am. I do think so.
No.
Me ending up here.
Somebody else is talking. That's not me.
Yeah, I got it. It was me. I had something queued up, but it started playing. It said, "Play me already." Jackie Smith must be the sickest man in America. Remember that? Oh, William Tilton. I definitely remember Jackie Smith. That's why the games are played.
I remember that one too.
Yeah.
And but
that's why it's, I don't know. I don't know what's worse, not making it or making it and dropping. Jackie Smith. I could pull that one up. That was an issue.
Jackie Smith, disaster. He'd been on the Cardinals for like his entire career, like 14, 15 years. Then he gets to the Cowboys. He's in a Super Bowl. And then he drops the biggest play of his career, pretty much.
Laid an egg.
a lot of Cowboy fans are making Christian Parker to be the next Dave Winstead. We have to wait.
Wow.
Yeah, here you go. Watch this. Now, let's set the table. At the time of this drop, Wade, even though you didn't see it and I didn't see it, I don't remember it. If Jackie Smith catches this ball, do they win the Super Bowl?
The game would have been tied. The Cowboys lost by 4 points, and he dropped it, and they had to kick a field goal.
Watch this, everybody.
They're going to tie it up, I think.
Watch this, everybody.
It was the end of the first half.
Every time I see Roger Staubach, it gives me goosebumps, man. This dude was just He was Captain America back in the day. But anyway,
Vern Lundquist used to be the voice
just
of the
watch
Cowboys.
this play, everybody. Just watch this play, and anybody that's not sick, I don't know what you're watching. I will have to delete this later. This will be a copyright.
The Pittsburgh 10. Roger back to throw. Has a man open in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown drop. Dropped in the end zone. Jackie Smith all by himself. Oh, bless his heart. He's got to be the sickest man in America.
How do you drop that? How do you drop that?
What's up, good people? Mark Holmes.
How do you drop that?
Roger said he slipped.
I remember that because of that reaction he
How do you
had.
drop that? My
He's
God.
got to be the sickest man
Danny
in
White.
America. That's
Danny
all I
White went
remember
nuts.
of that.
Danny White went nuts.
They're slamming helmets on the ground and everything.
Yeah.
Beautiful
They
sight.
would, I think, tied it. I think it would have been tied instead of
They would have tried it just
field goal.
before the half. That was just before the half.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is really nuts. I mean, I forgot how easy that one. I know one thing: Novacek or Witten don't drop that pass. Yeah, I mean it hit him between the numbers. He must have been a body catcher. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, it's like I get irritated. Like Jason Witten, like that 06 Seahawks game. Go back and watch. Jason Witten catches the ball like at the 3-yard line. He's big as shit. You can't run over a damn DB to get in the end zone to score the touchdown to go up by 4.
I remember it too. Yeah. That's the only time I've ever been disappointed with him. I felt like we misused him throughout his career. We didn't use him inside the goal line.
I just remember. Oh, I'm sorry. I just remember the catch Jay Novacek did, but then the next thing he did, he hurled over a player.
That was the Super Bowl, wasn't it?
I can't remember if it was the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I just remember
that's
the
my
play.
whole thing. I love Jason Witten, but the man could not break tackles for shit.
Especially for as big as he was.
Yeah. And you know what? If you ask me, Jason Witten, man, I'm going to be honest. He should have probably been in the Hall of Fame. I don't know if he's eligible or not.
He is eligible and he didn't get it.
Oh, he's eligible.
Man, over Luke Kuechly, man, I'm sorry. I'm saying go look at Jason Witten's numbers. He played like he missed like one game in like 16 seasons or some shit. Some ridiculous stat. It's crazy. I don't know.
And has been the head coach of 2.
All the receiving and tight end, Jason Witten is the best blocker I've ever seen, and that's 40+ years of watching football.
Here you go. Watch this. Here you go, everybody.
Other teams on
show us
a fill-in basis. And that is over the middle. Caught by Witten, who loses his helmet but still keeps going. A penalty marker is down, and Witten takes it to the 5-yard line. Jason Witten, in a play that you're going to see replayed a lot of times this week, losing his helmet and taking it all the way to the 5-yard line.
And then to get hit and lose your hat and keep running without your hat.
Ooh.
And he took, I mean, that is a real blow that he
Quentin
took to his
Michael?
helmet. Head to
Yeah,
head,
man.
and then he kept running. He's looking to the outside. He's looking behind him.
Yeah,
Ooh, that
Quentin
is a whap.
Yeah, I think that's who it was. Quentin
When
Michael.
you can do that, then you're
Former,
a tough
TU
football
Buff, I believe.
player.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a guy, I can't remember a guy running that far without his helmet.
Rob.
Yeah.
You remember the Cowboys-Eagles playoff game in 2009?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to say something. I'm a long time. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, if the Eagles, if Andy Reid started Michael Vick in that game, we would have lost that game. We won because of McNabb. He was so poor in that game, and.
Which one was that? I forget.
And 09.
That was the year where we beat the Eagles 2 weeks in a row, and then we got slaughtered
that
by
was
the
that was the
And we were
McNabb
favored-
playing
the
air
next week
guitar.
we were favored against the Vikings, and we didn't show up.
Wasn't that McNabb's last year, Rob?
Might have been.
09?
Yeah, because he got traded on Easter Sunday to Washington.
I was just listening to an interview from Donovan, and they did not tell him that he was traded until he was traded. And he said, hell no, I didn't want to go to Washington. Oh, hell yeah, I was upset. He did not want to go. So it was ugly. Right. At least that's what he's saying now. To me, I don't know, I forget all the details of why, but that whole that whole T.O. thing. Every time I see T.O. in Dallas, how many years did T.O. play in Dallas?
Like 3 years.
And
06, 07, 08, and I think they traded him in 09, so 4 years.
And how?
I think 4 years
He
they
should have
traded him.
never left the Eagles, to be honest.
No,
with you.
they let him go after the 08. He wasn't on the 09 team.
And Rob, how many years did he play? Did he play 2 years with Philly? A year and a half, 2 years?
A year and a half.
Yeah.
That should never have ended.
I was telling Game Time, it's like, like a lot of these receivers are amazing. Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, all these guys. T.O., bro, we signed him. He was 32, 33, and he was putting up monster numbers when we signed him. Like, he was a monster.
Yeah.
And
well,
a lot
did you
of
see
these
what he did even
receivers.
in Cincinnati? He killed it.
No,
He took
was in his
over
mid-30s.
Moses.
I feel bad for him.
I'm just sitting there saying that most of these receivers, when they get in their early 30s, are like, I was like, Des Bryant, he just fucking disappeared like in his late 20s.
We talked about it. Des never put in the work. Des would tell you
A lot
himself.
of these guys just.
Des never put in the rehab.
Mark Holmes was not fair to
who?
He said he was worried about CD. CD works out like crazy. He's not like
I
Des.
like CD, but he's not on that level, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
You're right, though, Brian.
He's not
Des didn't put in the
he's
work.
not a T.O. or a Des or a Michael. Or
T.O. was like a workout freak.
No, T.O. was a man
He was
amongst
built
the-
different.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
he was
I feel
built
bad for
different.
him because he supposedly he don't have any money, and he has a chip on his shoulder. He had this whole career he was off. I always felt bad for him because I don't know. What
I think he was bipolar.
And that's fine. Maybe he wasn't diagnosed properly, or didn't take his meds, because I know that's an issue, and that's very possible. Did you say that, Yassine? He should have never. I'm a Cowboy fan, but he should have never left Philly. I remember when he
never left the Eagles.
When he signed with the Eagles. Remember that Monday Night Football, Rob?
The
commercial where he's standing with the towel.
Driveway with the Eagles.
Yeah.
And then I believe that was the Raven game, and the first play from scrimmage, he goes downtown for a touchdown.
Touchdown, yep.
That should have never have ended. But I go back to McNabb.
Route running was amazing, too.
McNabb just could not coexist with him. I don't know. And
he didn't want to share the. He didn't want no one else to have the shine.
Michael Trigg is taking somebody's spot. I agree, Iceberg. Absolutely. Maybe Luke Schoonmaker, but yeah, getting back to T.O. I feel
I'll be honest,
it was a wasted
Game Time,
opportunity, man. It was a waste.
If T.O. had the mentality of Rice, I honestly think he could have literally been on an NFL team in his late 30s, early 40s.
You would have.
Well, he could have been the best wide receiver ever if he had the right attitude.
Yeah,
but he could have been the greatest ever. You're right.
Yeah.
If he had the right attitude, he would have been playing till 45.
I just remember what he did. I think was he San Francisco, came in there, did a play, ran to the star, and Emmitt Smith went after him.
No, it was Teague.
Yeah, George Teague.
Oh, okay, George Teague.
Teague is the one who went and tackled him. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just something else. And then he did it again after he did another play.
That's because he was just owning Dallas that game.
Yeah.
I think he had like 3 touchdowns in that game.
It was embarrassing. And that was a great 49ers game, by the way.
That was before he played for Dallas. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that was before he played for Philly. That was when he was still.
Yeah, it was in San Fran.
Yeah.
That was the Cowboys were favored by 6, and the 49ers were a poor team that year.
That's because I think they had Jeff Garcia as their quarterback, I believe.
That was
they did.
Yeah, and he just lit up the Cowboys. Him and T.O. did.
But do you remember he went to Philly and he did the whole middle of the field star thing in Dallas with the 49ers, but then when he was at Philly, we thought he was going to do it again. We thought he was going to score against the Cowboys again, run to the 50-yard line. Instead, he did it in the middle of the star on the end zone.
Right. Yeah, I do remember that.
And then when he became a Cowboy, he was doing it all. It was fine when he was a Cowboy.
Right. Yeah. Well, the ironic thing, like you said, Game Time, his first touchdown when he was an Eagle was against the Ravens. But if you remember, the Niners traded him to the Ravens. And then he was like, nope, I don't want to be here. They vetoed the trade.
Yes.
And then
vaguely,
he went to Philly.
Vaguely remember that. Yeah.
Because he was traded to the Ravens.
Yeah. And again, this is like we look at, like, as Dallas fans, and me and Wade talk about it a lot. I would say the biggest disappointment. Listen, you could have the best team ever. You're not always going to win. That's just how it works, people.
Yeah.
Circumstances. But when Jerry Jones could not coexist with Jimmy Johnson, that was a problem for me because that was wasted. And not for me. I didn't play for the Cowboys, but you asked Troy Aikman, you asked Gammett, you asked Michael
We would have
Irvin.
won 5 straight Super Bowls.
They all say, and that's why they don't really have a relationship with Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones made a deal with the devil in '95 and rubbed it in, thinking we were all going to just forget that Jimmy is the one to put that team together. And it doesn't matter that Barry Switzer won a Super Bowl in '95. It was Jimmy's team. I would feel like the same way if it's missed opportunity. The Eagles should have never have gotten rid of Reggie White, right? I would say if you're going back to Reggie, they should have never left. Never have left.
That was the owner there.
That was the old owner.
I
If they had
know.
the current owner,
Leonard
Reggie would have
Toast.
never left.
Yeah, I get
Raymond
it.
was the poor owner, yeah.
But
It's
again, he should have never left, right? People say, "Oh well, Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith was shot by the time we let him go. DeMarcus Ware, okay, it was a contract thing. He was a contributor on Denver. He wasn't Dallas was not a good team. He needed to go. Reggie White should have never left the Eagles, and T.O. should have never left the Eagles, but." I'm sure Rob feels the same way. Missed opportunities, right? Isn't it? Don't you feel like it's just missed opportunities?
Him and this guy didn't get along.
It just makes you wonder, guys. It's like, come on now. I mean,
The Barry Switzer,
not
the
getting
Barry, dude, the Barry Switzer press conferences with the media are some of the most funniest things. I don't know if y'all watch any of them. They're hilarious.
We did
Just
it.
let me
Remember
go
that?
do what I want to do. Let me go coach. I'm like, fucking Barry.
Oh, well, I'll tell you the best.
Remember how he got stopped in the airport with a gun or something? It was a big shit over that.
Oh, well, Wade, did you ever see the tapes of Butch Johnson and his acting job when he was wanting out of Dallas and then he acted like his leg got hurt? Did you ever see that? Oh my God, you have to go and find that. It is hilarious because that was like some of the worst acting job
Is that Butch Johnson?
I've ever seen somebody that Butch Johnson, yes.
Wow.
I am ready today. I'm finally.
And there's that one where
Dale
Dale Hansen is like, Dale Hansen's doing an interview with Barry, and Barry's like beating the shit out of his shoulder the whole interview. Have you seen that one?
What I want to do.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mustang.
What you're hoping.
Okay.
That's why I'm here. Well, I'm tan, rested,
Ali,
ready.
both
Yeah,
Tony
that's
and
all
Helen
I say
had
to you. I'm
features
ready to
and
go.
hated
I want to
Johnson.
start tomorrow. Nothing's going to change.
Yeah, they
Cowboy
didn't
fans,
get along.
ready to watch
That's
the
one of the
Dallas
reasons why
Cowboys
Butch
beat
That's
the
why
Johnson
we
wanted out of there.
We got a job to do, and we're going to do it.
Yeah, but that's where we got when he would make that touchdown. The course,
the California Quake.
Celebrate. They did the California Quake and the Texas Six Shooter.
The Texas, you're right.
We're ready to go.
I used to love it when I was a kid.
hard. It's not
I'm
hard.
playing the clip real
Logan.
quick.
Especially when you've done it for 30 years. It's overrated. I mean, you people
playing
make
Barry
the geniuses,
Switzer's
the
hits.
gurus, and the myths out there. You all make them out to be more than what they are. And then when, it's your fault for doing it. Then when they begin to believe it, then it's their fault, right?
No, I never said, nor is anybody saying, that an assistant coach has a problem with Barry Switzer. What I'm saying, and what a lot of players are saying, and what a lot of coaches are saying, that assistant
he beats
coaches
the
are
shit
having
out of his
problems
shoulder
with
that whole
assistant coaches, and players want you to step up and stop.
I think you don't know what you're talking about, and they don't either, Dale Hansen. There is no problem here on this staff in the Dallas Cowboys. I promise you that.
Crazy.
Barry Switzer's the type of guy you could have a beer with for sure.
Yeah, I can
for
have a
sure.
beer with them.
Michael Irvin said after that Super Bowl they won, Barry and the coaching staff went out and I guess they got messed up. Boy, they were drinking a lot. But he said that he just heard a noise in the hallway in the middle of the night, like at 3, 4 in the morning. Barry was like standing outside of his door with the key out, like in the middle of the hallway. He was so drunk he couldn't, how you put the key code up to the door. He was like,
unknown a fact that not everybody's real keen on. Aikman left Oklahoma to go to UCLA to be in a passing offense, only to go in the NFL and ultimately be coached again by Barry Switzer. He was not a fan of Barry Switzer. Wait, tell everybody, remember, I'm sure I could find it, but remember, like Aikman flipping out on the sidelines?
Yeah, he was flipping. Yeah, oh yeah. Now, well, I don't know if that was
it was
Barry. I
Barry.
thought that was with Chan Gailey.
No, it was Barry. He told him because Barry was like a players coach, and Jimmy was the opposite. And
same thing with Chan Gailey.
Jimmy was
Barry was Troy was doing the meltdown. It was during a preseason game. And all the guys were fucking off and doing crazy shit. But
in '92, there was a game we lost to Washington at the end of the season at RFK. It was an ugly loss, and Jimmy, that's a good day. That's when the flight that was returning back to Dallas. Jimmy had a lot to drink.
There you go.
He told the flight
Here's
attendant,
one of his men.
I bet you like seeing that, Robbie. Collapse. Cowboys collapse.
Man, Uncle, I have a lot of respect for it.
But I mean,
I like it.
Dude, how do you not
was a
fucking
shit show
like that?
after. Oh no, we love that. But it's just, oh my god, or top to bottom, it was such a shit show
but that
after it
goes to
fell
show
apart.
you, even a organization at that time, they were at the height of their winning, and they still effed it up. They still effed it up. So that's what I'm saying. When you got teams like Cleveland and Arizona, and Arizona got lucky with Kurt Warner. He was stocking shelves, right, with the Rams.
Yeah.
They got lucky.
Right.
Shout out
They
to
got
Dick
way
Vermeil. That was awesome for him. I was happy for Coach Vermeil.
You hear me, Brian?
Yes, we got you now.
Yeah, I have a quick.
go ahead.
Something about Jimmy Johnson and the Cowboy players under Jimmy Johnson. Nobody wanted to make a mistake. Okay, and the last game of the season, we've already clinched the number 2 spot, and backup running back, Kervin Richards, he fumbled the ball at the last drive of this, and Jimmy.
I agree, Logan.
Jimmy cut him.
Yeah, well, who was that he cut? Do you remember?
Kervin Richards out of Pitt.
That's it, Kervin Richards. Yeah, he fell asleep in the meeting, but
he got cut because of that fumble.
Yeah. There was another guy that they cut who fell asleep in the meeting, but again, Jimmy would be the first one to tell you can't cut everybody. There's different rules for different people, unfortunately. Bleed for Blue, Clemente says, Troy Aikman had an ankle injury, couldn't run the offense in Oklahoma. The QB had to run, so he went to UCLA to be passing. And again, he didn't want to be in that type of wishbone type offense anyway, Clemente. He again, that's why everybody forgets. He was the number 1 overall pick in the draft for throwing the football. And then he comes in Dallas, didn't have to throw, and people go, oh, well, he was just a bus driver. Okay. Whatever. I mean, I'll take the bus driver. That's why I always say, just give me a winner. He was very accurate, right, Wade? He was pretty accurate quarterback. So.
Yeah, and not to mention, hell, I mean, I wonder what that would have looked like. The Eagles were really good in the late 90s, early 2000s. What's Andy Reid called Troy come out of retirement there when Donovan McNabb
He almost went. He almost
Troy
went to
was
Philly.
still pretty damn good quarterback at that
Would
time.
you have crucified him if he did?
No, I wouldn't have liked it then, but I don't blame him.
I would have probably
Dallas
been
was a shit show. Dallas blew it.
more salty to see him take y'all to like a conference championship.
But for Troy Aikman, for Troy,
Randall Cunningham went to Dallas. So what?
Yeah, but he sucked.
I'm just sitting there saying, if Troy took the Eagles to a Super Bowl and won a Super Bowl, they'd have built the damn Troy Aikman statue in Philadelphia. That's all I'm saying.
And I go back to the beginning.
Well, hold on. You can't say Randall Cunningham sucked because remember he took the Vikings to the NFC Championship game when he had Randy Moss and Chris Carter.
Yeah, but what did he do for you guys?
Legs.
Well,
I mean,
Dallas
he was
was horrible,
legs
though, right?
I mean, he was 15-1 that year.
Dallas was bad, though.
He was 15-1 that year, but what did he do?
Now, was
for
that
Dallas?
after he went to Dallas?
Yeah, it was after.
Yeah,
when he went to the
it was
Vikings.
after.
So Dallas is that bad at the time, Rob. So again,
Right, exactly. So it's a testament of maybe he didn't suck, maybe Dallas
yeah,
sucked.
that's all I'm trying to say. Is
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Dallas is bad. When they're bad, they're real bad.
I guess it's easy to be a little bit better when you have Carter in one end and
Randy
Goat
Moss,
on the other.
Randy Moss and I don't know if Jared Allen was on the team then, but
You're so bad in the early 2000s.
John Randall.
John Randall. Yeah.
Robert
I'm just
Smith,
sitting here
I think,
saying.
Robert Smith. Shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
He's a
Cowboys
doctor
were
now.
so bad in the early 2000s that they couldn't even draft any young quarterbacks. Ben Roethlisberger, Tom Brady. You're telling me you
We had
couldn't?
Steve Pallure.
Yeah, you couldn't run across. You couldn't
We
be
had-
bad enough
we
to
had,
just get one of these quarterbacks.
Gary Hogaboom. That's who we had. We had Gary Hogaboom.
Not the hobo boom.
I remember
biggest
Hogaboom
fan
and the
he
Danny
was-
White controversy.
The biggest highlight of Gary Hogaboom's career was he was on the show Survivor. That was it. That was Gary Hogaboom.
And he
Oh,
didn't even
God.
use his real name for a few weeks.
So when it's bad, it's real bad. That's why I always say, not having a quarterback. That's how you know
Chad
you're out of it.
Hutchinson.
Chad Hutchinson. You remember he was
Quincy
in the Yankees
Carter.
organization. Oh, fucking Quincy Carter. And
Quincy
Clint
Carter.
Sterner. Remember Clint
Quincy.
Sterner? Yeah, Clint
Coach Leonard
Sterner.
used to
To
call
my
him
dad.
Gary Hogaboom.
Shit, you know what you guys should have done back in 05 is
Quincy.
go out and sign Drew Brees.
Yeah.
That's what you guys should have done before you went to New
Yeah,
Orleans.
it's like there's all these legendary quarterbacks around the early 2000s. It's like we're so bad we couldn't even get one of them.
Quincy Carter.
You know, Ben
Quincy.
Roethlisberger would have helped out maybe.
That's
You
the
think?
crazy thing. There were so
How
many.
about Drew Henson?
to choose.
Steve
Right,
Pallure.
Didn't we
Big
have-
Cowboy.
Didn't we have Bernie Kosar for
Bernie,
one
he-
season?
Bernie.
Boing, yeah.
Bernie actually was. Bernie
Bernie
helped
got a
us
ring
win
with us.
games. He got a ring with us. Yeah, Bernie. Shout out to Bernie. He's not doing too good these days.
No, he's
He had
not.
to
Yeah,
he had
shout
to
out to
win.
Bernie Kosar.
He had to win one of those games, I think.
That was
he
some
won a
years
few
that he had some.
games.
You had a conveyor of quarterbacks coming through there, and you wouldn't pick the right one.
Right.
I mean-
You nailed it, bro. That's exactly what happened. Is there was a ton of quarterback talent in the early and mid 2000s, and they just couldn't get one.
Yeah, they literally got Chad Hutchinson. Someone told Jerry was getting advice from like a baseball GM. Oh, this Chad Hutchinson got a hell of an arm. Got a hell of an arm. You can't pass him up. So Jerry got it in a bug in his ear. Let me draft this guy.
Here we go.
Chad Hutchinson embarrassed himself
I
when
pulled
he
it up.
approached Coach Parcells and asked him why am I not playing, and he told him, "Hey, mind your own business."
Bernie Kosar won 3 games as a quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys during the 1993 NFL season. Overall starting, he was 3-1 in his 4 regular season appearances. November 14th, he beat the Cardinals 20-15. December 12th, he beat the Vikings 37-20. And December 26th, beat Washington Redskins 38-3. While he did not start, Kosar stepped in for an injured Troy Aikman to help win the NFC Championship game against the 49ers and took the final kneel down. I did not know that. He took the
he threw a
final
great
kneel
pass to
down.
Alvin Harper.
Yeah. Okay, so Bernie did help us. It's not. That reminds me of who was the other backup? Steve. What was his name, Wade?
Steve Pallure?
No.
In the 90s?
No, not Steve. He came in and helped us in '92 to win the first one, and then Aikman came back in the playoff.
Berline.
You're right.
Steve Berline, yeah, because he was a Miami Hurricane.
Rob A got it. Steve Berline, yeah. Steve Berline. Yeah, actually,
Berline helped.
yeah.
He
Steve
helped us win the last 5 games of.
and then
So he went 4-0 in '91.
and then
Yeah,
they brought
91. Remember that Eagle
they
game?
brought Aikman in to get hammered in Detroit.
Jeez.
You remember when they knocked him out and they asked Aikman where he was at? He thought he was in Oklahoma.
Yeah, that was the NFC Championship.
Boomer
game
Sooner. He
that,
thought he was Boomer
Bernie-
Sooner.
Mm.
That's
Bernie
why you
replaced
see
him.
Aikman. He's all glazed over. He's got so many concussions. He has an IV.
Poor
of,
guy's a mess,
THC. Let's see here.
Michael Irvin looks like he looks like he's all over the place these days. Michael Irvin living life to the fullest right now.
Living
He's
large.
like, fuck it, I'm going nice.
All right, before we get out of here, let's go around the league a little bit here. Steelers could be running out of patience with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is still in the cave. Does anybody think Aaron is not going to play? I think Aaron's going to play. I think he's going to play.
I just think he wants the Steelers
I
to
have
get
no
him
idea.
back to play.
McCarthy.
I
Rob,
think
He'll
he's
throw
going to get
McCarthy under the bus.
Rob, he likes to be
He's a drama queen.
Moves that like he.
Yeah,
he
but
just,
yeah. He likes to be.
He'll throw McCarthy under the bus. That's why I don't think he'll play.
Oh, you're right about that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting that they've come full circle. Yeah.
They've come full circle at the end.
They come together. Look, not again.
Packers agreed to sign quarterback Tyrod Taylor. They release Desmond Ritter. It's Tyrod Taylor with the Packers. Okay.
Wow. Tyrod, huh?
Yeah. Dude's a good backup, but
he's played for so many teams.
He's serviceable.
Buffalo, San Diego, Jets.
And obviously another big question is, will Mendoza be the starter week 1? There ain't no why.
He's like the new Fitzpatrick. That's what he is.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah, right. You're right, Loyal. Hey, Loyal, I heard you on Mark's live stream that you seem pretty pretty stoked about this upcoming season, huh? You sound pretty confident over there.
Oh, I am very stoked.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm very confident.
I'm very confident.
I haven't felt this way since 2016 season.
I heard
it's
you
been
say
a while.
that. Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
That's good. That's good. I mean, you guys made some good moves.
I got a question for the. I had a question for the panel.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got
Jesse.
It's basically, even if Dak does great, whatever, well, you'll still get a quarterback in 2027 since so many good ones are right in there. So, well, good ifs.
They should.
Yeah, you should.
I think we would.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Dak gets hurt. Minshew comes in. Mark Ripkins this thing and just goes all the way to the Super Bowl. Damn it.
Hal?
What's his name?
Sam Howell.
What's his name? Our backup, Sam Howell. Yeah.
I was like, Mitchell's not
Mark
there.
I'm sorry.
Is he going to go out there with
Sam Howell pulls a Mark Ripken and takes it all the way.
Minshew in there.
I like that. I like that backup. I like that move as him being your backup. I like Sam Howell. I thought he did pretty decent in Washington.
He
pulls a Nick Foles.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, you know who I feel sorry for? I did a video on it the other day, and that was a video. I think I knew it was going to be non-monetized from the get-go, just because I had to play that song. But I don't care. I feel sorry for Shedeur Sanders a little bit. The dude. Listen, I don't know why. I don't know why he's getting shit on so much in Cleveland, but they're already pushing for Deshaun Watson to be the starter.
The Browns fans are lost their minds. You got to ride it out with Shedeur.
With the draft, they were like, "Well, we got Deshaun." I'm like, "You're still holding out
Deshaun's
hope."
Garbage.
Well, I mean, he was never.
They wouldn't get their money's worth on
Deshaun.
Yeah, but that's
they won't get their money's worth.
You gotta just chalk it up. Just chalk it up. You're the
He's
idiot
not
to give
even
a fully
better
guaranteed
than-
contract.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, he hasn't played good since Houston.
Owner and Shedeur is going to be the starter.
The best thing the Browns could have done, they should have just ate all that cap.
The massage guy.
They should have just cut him. Should have just cut him. Ate all that dead money. Just eat all that shit. So they should have did.
He hasn't played good since he was getting happy endings in Houston. Sorry, Howie, but that's true. He has not been playing good since he was. He never played good with Cleveland. Never. It's done.
Even that great year he had with Houston, that was a lot of garbage yards he had.
No, I thought he was good in Houston. I thought he was good in Houston.
They were a 4-12 team.
He was I think he was a top 5 quarterback when he was in Houston.
He was 4-12 the year he had the great year. 4-12, and he had a lot of garbage yards.
No, but remember, he did have a couple of really good years, Yassin.
He did, yeah.
He had the year they went to the playoffs. That they blew the 28.
Remember, they had
Justin, you can't be talking about garbage yards having Dak as your quarterback, bro. Come on.
When does he have garbage yards?
What do you mean? When doesn't he have garbage yards?
When did Dak have a 4-12 year?
I mean,
4-12. That's what I'm talking about.
He does get garbage yards, bud.
Dude, you're gonna lose this argument 100 times out of 100, dude. He gets garbage yards.
When you're
I don't care about the record. I'm talking about the garbage yards. You're bringing up garbage yards.
Cowboys will hardly get blown out and during Dak, except for the last 2 years. Prior to that, he was the Cowboys
games lost, and he's still in there throwing yards.
Right. There were some games.
There wasn't
garbage yards against the 49ers in the playoffs. He had garbage yards. So I'll give you that, because when we was in the playoffs and we were losing, he tried to rally back. He got all those points, but at that point, it was pointless. So
Tag me out, Rob.
there
Tag
was
me
a
out.
few games.
A lot of with your defense being as bad as it's been, I mean, he's even beyond this last year. He's had to play from behind quite a bit.
I'm not even going to say Deshaun Watson was never that good, but right now, currently, Dak is like better than Deshaun Watson's like ever been as a quarterback.
I'm talking about his great.
Oh, he hasn't played. And how long
the
there,
year they went to
Walker?
the playoffs? I don't think Dak Prescott would have blown a 24-0 lead against Kansas City. That's what he blew, a 24-0 lead in the playoff game.
Well, you haven't been to the playoffs to even have a playoff lead or play
He's
from
been
behind.
to the playoffs, okay? He hasn't blown a 24-0 lead.
He's got
That's
2 wins in the playoffs.
In 10 years.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I'm
Thank
just
you very
correcting the
much.
record. He has 2. He has 2. He
I'm
he
just
did.
poking at you. I've seen that.
Nobody talks about
I know.
Herbert with 0 wins. 0 wins.
Oh, come on, Mark Holmes over here. Now you're going to sit there and say, well, I don't see them talking about.
No, nobody talking about
You
Herbert.
went there.
Nobody
Never
going
going
to
to
the
Herbert
Super
gets
Bowl.
blown out every year in the postseason.
Come on. Don't do that. What are you
Let me
about
tell
your
you
team and your
something.
quarterback? That's all I care
Hold
about.
on.
I don't give a I don't want to sit there and say, well, what about, Jalen Hurts had a bad year, but what does XYZ had a bad year? I don't give a shit about that. I just care about my
I'm going to give a
quarterback. and what he
Cowboys
does.
quarterback right now.
Here
Rob,
we go.
Okay? Rob, okay? Tony Romo has 2 playoff wins, okay? One was that game that Andy Reid gave him because he didn't play Michael Vick. The other one was against Detroit.
Okay,
When
so
there was a
I'm
pass
not
interference
gonna
in
I'm
the
gonna
end
hold
zone.
Dak accountable this year, Rob A. There's no excuses this year for any Cowboys fan for Dak. I'm sorry,
Nope.
Dak, this defense is gonna be better, bro. We better win this
so we're gonna-
effing division. We better win. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I ain't giving Dak Prescott no leash this year. You better win this effing division.
I'm not.
Period.
Well, the thing is, though, Wade, and I agree with
You
you.
don't
dude,
win. You don't win this division this year. I don't want to hear no one defending Dak. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
So Christian Parker is the next Buddy Ryan, huh?
There'll be one at least.
No,
We better no.
get-go.
We better be able to win the division
Buddy,
with a
defensive
middle.
coordinator, I
It's
guess.
a middle of the road defense is not unrealistic. We can get to middle of the road. We better win this division if we have a middle of the road defense and a top 5 offense. Period.
And even more egregious, if we do have a middle of the road or maybe even top 10 defense, right? Hypothetical, big, I know, but just let's go with me for a second. And our offense struggles. There again. This is what I was trying to lead in without, it's on you, Dak. It really is on you.
Look,
to
the truth
maintain
is, you're
what
in
you
year
did
10.
and
You're
build
in year
upon
10.
it. Get better in the red zone.
You're in year 10. That's all I'm saying. You want to be up there with the greats. You want to be a Hall of Famer. You want to be up there with the greats. Peyton Manning wasn't fighting to win the division. Peyton Manning was throwing up 12 wins, 13, 12. He was throwing up over 10 plus wins every damn year.
He was in a shit
That's what
division.
Dak needs to do.
He
I
was in
expect
a
my
shit
quarterback.
division.
I expect Dak
Shut up.
Prescott.
He
You
was in
need
a
to be
shit
throwing up
division.
over 10 wins every year.
Peyton
10
Manning
wins,
was in
over
a shit
10.
division. Come on now. Houston at the time stunk.
Tom Brady over 10 wins every year. Drew
Jacksonville
Brees
stunk.
winning over 10 wins every year. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know even who else is in there, but I mean,
Jacksonville was bad.
Tennessee.
So was
yeah,
Tennessee.
so it's like
they suck too.
again. I'm not,
But
dude.
Peyton Manning is one of the top 5
Why does
quarterbacks
Wade
I've
say
ever saw,
something and
man.
make
He's a
me
great
want to
quarterback.
compare Dak to Peyton Manning? Because
Peyton
I don't
Manning
want
is
to
one
do
of the
this.
top 5
But
quarterbacks of all
Peyton
time.
Manning blew
I
it
agree
for
with you there,
years.
Yossi.
I have heard people
I
compare
don't
Dak
give
to
a
Peyton
Peyton
Manning.
Manning
Great
blew it for
quarterback.
years until he didn't blow it. When did Peyton Manning finally win, Wade? Answer me that.
It was like pretty
When
much
he
like
got
like
what? I don't
year
know, answer
10.
it to- like when
Like
he got
it was
what?
like early third, or late
No, when
20s,
he got
early
a running
30s.
He busted through the wall. He
Like when he
busted
went
through
to
the wall.
Denver and got a running game? Is that why?
No, he won in 06.
Adrian James saved his
Yeah.
ass in that
I
one.
know, but did he
And-
would
and-
and like in Miami in that rainy Super Bowl, is that what it was? With that rainy, ugly ass.
All I'm sitting there saying
You
is
want to pull up the
New Orleans.
stats to that game? All right, I know the stats. Let me see. Peyton Manning. No, I'm gonna. Well, go ahead,
Look,
Wade.
Look, I'm just gonna sit here and say look, you can't win any games if you got like the worst defense in like franchise history. All I'm saying, you seeing and everyone that is a Cowboys fan, bro, we're middle of the road. and we still winning 7 games
Okay, it wasn't bad.
fucking excusable.
Actually, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Now he actually threw the ball 38 times in a driving rainstorm. I think it was who did he play? The Bears, right? It was the Bears that year, right, Rob?
Bears.
The Bears.
It was the Bears in Miami. 29-17. He was
By the way, when
25
it comes
of
to the
38,
NFC East,
247.
I think the Eagles are a very good team. People are taking them for granted. And I don't know about the Giants or the Commanders.
The Giants are going to be good, I think.
I think every team got
Here we
better,
go.
in my opinion. I think every NFC East team got better.
Just
I
sitting
mean,
here
you take
saying.
Burns,
I think
Brian.
Malagoa was the perfect signing for
I love
Yes, you do.
because I love that we got Caleb Gowns after that.
You do
But
need
you
my
did a
help, sir.
good job
Can't you
getting
see that,
Malagoa.
you son of a bitch?
Could you please just let me check out my groceries?
Fuck you,
my own
I'm
selfish
trying to help you,
reasons. Give him good.
motherfucker.
I don't
Wow.
hate. I
This
keep it
is-
real.
You gotta
And
ask
when
Jesus
you
Christ.
guys-
I
We're
don't
all
have to
sinners.
do anything.
We're
You
all
guys have
sinners.
Okay.
And even if he's not going to force you to do
You're
it.
sinning right now.
No, I'm not,
But Caleb
motherfucker.
Downs
You fucking
is-
accuser. Get the
kids
fuck
gonna be
out of
good.
here, you fucking
I think
accuser.
Steve
You
was scared he was gonna
motherfucking
lose
accuser.
tonight, so that's why
Get
he
the
wanted to
fuck
get him
out of
out.
here.
Wow.
You
Hopefully
motherfucking accuser.
Malachi Lawrence isn't another taco.
Accuser of the fucking
Well,
brethren, you
hasn't signed.
motherfucker.
I think he's the only one that
Yes,
hasn't
ma'am.
signed yet still.
Well, Malachi and Taco sound a lot alike, so I think they might end up being the same player.
Good God, if that happens, at least I got Caleb Downs.
You do have
we
Caleb
got-
Downs.
we-
Thought Wade said
Hey, Rob,
that
we got-
last year when Pickens was signed. What's up, Chris Dooley? How you doing, brother? Agree
What
with
did I
Rob.
say when
That is
Pickens
king
was
of the
signed last year?
garbage
I was
yards.
happy when Pickens was signed. I was happy.
Get his ass signed to pay
What's
the
up,
kid.
Isaac? How you doing, brother?
Dallas is such cheap asses, man. You guys need to pay the
Jerry
kid.
Jones is a cheap
Pay
son of a
him.
bitch, man.
Pay that
Pay
man
him.
his money. He beat me.
Pay him
I'm
his
paying
money.
him 27
Straight
million
up.
cash.
Shit, what he blows, and I'm not wishing this, but if the kid goes out and blows the knee, my heart's gonna hurt for him.
I already wired that money to his bank account.
Yeah, but 27 ain't shit when he could be in the 40 million range.
He needs one more year, by the way, because of his reputation in Pittsburgh. And another
That's
great
what it-
year. If Jerry doesn't give him, but he
That's
will
what I
get
said.
25, by the
Did
way.
Mark
That's what it
make a
sounds like.
video
Sounds
that
like
we
the
were
Mark-
shopping Pickens around and like for deals
wanted
and no one like wanted to?
Well, we talked about it. We didn't have to do if you want to do a straight video, you can. But I mean, we talked about it. He was non-exclusive. Okay, what that means is you were a free agent the whole time prior to him signing. People want to see more from George Pickens. They want to see him be a professional, which is why I'm not going to tell you I think there's a chance, but they came out and said they're not signing him. So I would say I would be surprised if he doesn't show up for training camp. I will be surprised because he has to prove, because he's going to fall. It's only going to hurt himself, right? If he doesn't show up and be a good teammate when the lights are on him, people are expecting him not to be around. He'll be there. If not,
He's not gonna
he's
miss
only
a
gonna F
paycheck.
himself.
Brian, he's not gonna miss a paycheck because he's 27.3
but I
million.
mean,
is four
but
times the amount of money. he's
everybody
making.
wants to see him be a professional, right? It's not just to be good enough to be on the field. But
Tell you one thing right now, hot take, Brian.
yeah, what's the hot take?
CeeDee Lamb gets fucking hurt again. I'll tell you right now, that's gonna be his replacement is Pickens because CeeDee Lamb been getting hurt these last few years.
You never know. He
Well, that's
has a
what
couple
Mark is
years
saying.
left on his
You
deal.
guys, you sound like
Just
Mark
saying
now.
to sign Pickens and eventually phase out CD.
Yeah, I told Mark that he uses a lot of my stuff, right, Mark? I'm like, yeah. I did tell him that.
Because I
Rob.
thought that was
said,
kind of smart, so then I came from
why
you.
are you so
Makes sense.
pessimistic
well,
on
I
TV?
told him that the other day. I said, well, I guess when we were at the draft or something, I said, well, don't be surprised. It's just by the way the contracts line up. I said, they'll give Pickens a big deal and they'll move on from CD. I said, I got news for you. I'm not saying that's what I want. I'm not predicting it. I'm just throwing it out there that, to Wade's point, if he keeps getting hurt or dropping balls, there's no saying he's going to sign another contract. I don't know. I'm not trying to get ridiculous, but it's true.
He's only 26, by the way, and he won't be 27 until the season.
Dave
So who do
Thompson
you think
says
is a
Pickens
better
should have
receiver
behaved in
right now,
Pittsburgh.
Game Time?
Right now, better. I still think CD's overall better because that's why this year really could be huge.
Hey, Rob A, I'll trade you CeeDee Lamb straight up for AJ Brown.
Well, we're losing him anyway, so I'll take CD.
Straight up.
I would, Rob.
I need a big body wide
I would
receiver,
say
another
CD
TO on my
because
team.
Pickens.
AJ's a big boy, isn't he?
Pickens didn't
This
run
will be
all the
TO
routes
2.0.
last year. He ran only a couple, like 3 routes all year. So if he could show that he can run more routes, I mean, CD, he played outside last year. He played in the slot the year prior. He's a route runner. That's one thing about CD. He is a route runner. I mean, he will drop some balls. He didn't
I
lead
don't
the
know why
league.
the Eagles are trading AJ Brown.
Well,
Because the kids don't want to be there.
well,
He's
again,
wired different.
if
He
they don't,
doesn't like the
then-
quarterback.
If they don't,
I-
then
he wants
that's
stats.
phenomenal
and
for them.
He's not going to get the stats that he wants in Philly. I mean, he's better off in New England, and he'll
Are you
get
gonna
his
send him on
stats.
pick?
This is a red flag. I've seen that. I saw this coming from the get go. I don't want him to leave, but I think it's just necessary. He's a he's a distraction. And once he said that winning a Super Bowl wasn't all that, to me, I know
that's
the
not
dude
good.
was
Dirty
more about his
Sanchez,
stats
what's
than
up,
he
brother?
was
Did
about
you get your
winning.
hat,
Yeah,
man?
that was a red flag right there.
Give me a
Red flag
thumbs
for
up,
me,
Dirty
too.
Sanchez,
Exactly.
if you got your hat.
He's
brother.
about his legacy. He wants to be about his stats, and so be it. We got our return on investment already. He played great in both Super Bowls. He's helped win us a lot of games. So he served his purpose. If that's what he wants, let's have a clean break. Let's get a 1 for him and send him on his way. I mean, it's win-win
Yeah,
for
that would have
everybody.
pissed me off, Rob A. The Super Bowl didn't mean much shit to the Philadelphia Eagles fans. It did.
Okay,
That was the
bro,
same
thank-
thing. That's why I
you
couldn't
should be
stand
getting
Parsons.
anytime.
Like, we just got our ass
And how you-
kicked, and now we got Jordan Love doing a podcast with you after we just got our ass kicked by him. Parsons, out of here.
Yeah, listen.
Wade, to your point, I mean, don't you agree with that, though? I mean, you guys have been trying to get there for 30 years, and I'm not throwing shade. I'm just making a point. If you guys go this year and win a Super Bowl and hear Pickens or CD say, you know what, I thought winning a Super Bowl was going to be better or different than this. But like, it wasn't all that. Wouldn't you be fucking pissed?
They won't be able to walk around Dallas safely without getting someone harassing the shit out of
Who?
them.
I'm sorry. I missed
Right.
that. What
I
happened?
thought that was the ultimate thing, is winning Super
What
Bowl.
was that? I'm sorry. I missed that. What were you saying, Rob? I missed
I was
By the
just
way,
simply saying, when AJ said that, it wasn't all that winning a Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
Like he thought it was.
I brought that up, and I kind of got lit up by a few people, and I was like, "Well, no, I don't know."
Well,
It should mean everything, really.
Right.
Well, I'm not
Philly
trying to
500
say I
loves,
was right. I
AJ.
just wanted a little bit of, just even if you're a Dallas fan, right? Like I say stuff like Dak needs to not have an excuse. I still love Dak Prescott, people. I want him to win. I'm just saying, if he don't, I don't want to hear any effing excuses. Unless, I mean, come on. I mean, you have to.
I
just
agree
go
with
do
you.
it. That's
There's
all
no
I'm saying.
excuses. I agree with you on that. No excuses.
$60 million, Yassine.
There's a group of Cowboy fans who put all the blame on Dak Prescott since 2016.
Well,
and
that's
our
not
problem
fair
goes.
either. That's
our
not
prob-
fair.
My problem with the Cowboys goes back to
What's up, Derek J? How you
1996.
doing, brother?
Okay, and Dak Prescott was 1996. He was 13 years old.
When the quarterback of when you are the quarterback of your franchise,
my
you're
train of
going to
thought.
get blamed
What
for
were you
all
saying,
the
Rob?
shit.
Mine is with Jerry
What
Jones.
were we
and
talking
Stephen
about,
Jones.
Rob? We were talking about AJ. That's what
AJ.
All I was saying was, and I could listen. Like T.O. had this like about him too, right? T.O. would have this about him as well, where he would have unbelievable personal success and have it and get ticked off for stupid shit, like team success, and get ticked off because he wasn't, he wasn't as bad. But that would really bother me. I want like harmony on my football team. I want friggin' harmony on my football team. Thank
Me
you,
too,
Howie.
man.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
I
I
want
had
guys
to give
like
my
Michael
Freelands
Irvin on my
away.
team. Winning is everything.
Yes, Michael
know,
Irvin is winning everything.
I mean, he's a legend, and I don't disagree with you at all. I wish I had Michael Irvin on my team. I agree there. But speaking of recently, like now,
But they want,
I'm
it's all
sure
that matters.
glad that
Winning.
I'm sure glad I have Devontae Smith on my team, because that dude took a pay cut to stay with us.
Yeah.
doesn't bitch about anything.
Well, let's
And
talk
goes
about
up
that.
the middle too, by the way.
Let's
He's
talk
sacrificing
about
his
that.
body.
And Rob, I want Wade to chime in with Rob, but or whoever. But I really want to hear from them. How come, right in Dallas, when we say, well, maybe Dak should take a little more, right? Let's hypothetical this thing out, and let's say Dallas goes, and I know Eagle fans, hold your ears. Let's say they get to a Super Bowl. I'm not saying win one, but let's say they get to one under Dak, right? And he has a contract up, right? Why is it when I say Dak should take less, I got to hear from certain people, why should he have to take any less? Why should he have to take any less? Not just Dak, anybody. Well, they're all their own entities. Why does, George Pickens got to take any less? Because Momo does that a lot.
Who sets the market for this?
Again, I go to Rob, Devontae Smith. He could have gotten a lot more. Okay,
Yeah.
He did not. So how come Eagle fans aren't saying, Devontae, what are you doing? Take care of yourself, brother. Why are you doing it? I get a lot of hate because I want my team. Dude, they're still multimillionaires. Why does everybody get mad when I say maybe take a little less? A little, just explain that a little bit, Rob, and then Wade.
I think it's because my passion is no different than your passion. I want to win, and I want our best chances of winning to spread that money around to get better talent on the team. When you have certain players sucking up so much money and they're not contributing how they're getting paid accordingly, then they should be self-accountable. They're still millionaires anyway. Take a step back and say, hey, you know what? I'm not doing this alone. And I'm specifically talking about Dak being the highest paid. I'm using Dak as an example because he's the highest paid. Not because he's a Cowboy, but he's the highest paid. If he's not getting it done and he knows he needs more help, restructure your deal to bring in more help to help the team win.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brady did that.
Dak.
Great point, Loyal. Great point.
He did.
You can say whatever you want about Deflategate and him.
They always use his wife as an excuse. She was married to a model millionaire. That's what they say. Brady didn't need to get all the.
That's why I thought Wade was kind of interesting.
Can I say something quick?
Yes, Yassine, go ahead, brother. Yes.
Okay, Dak Prescott would have taken a team-friendly contract after his 4th year, okay? And Jerry did not give him a contract. He put him on.
That's a good point. That's
okay?
a good point. He forced them to play under that, right?
Then instead of giving him a contract after that, he decided he had 3 or 4 weeks to give him a contract. He franchised him first, then gave him a contract before. But by giving him that second franchise, he put Dak in this, gave Dak this great opportunity to always have the upper hand in negotiation over Jerry Jones.
Hey, Jeff Lee.
No other franchise quarterback had to go through what Dak had to go through. So
I understand that. That's why I couched it, Yassine, by saying next contract, right? I wasn't.
The next contract should not be more than this unless he wins the Super Bowl.
Let's play it out and say he don't even have to win. Let's say he wins multiple playoff games and losing a championship game. Let's just say that. Let's just not even bring the SP word up. Let's say
another
he goes,
thing, Brian.
Let's say he goes to a championship game as the underdog, goes on the road and loses, and he's up for a contract. We got to do something with his contract. Does he hold out to be the highest paid again, or does he?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's where I would have an issue.
Brian, this is very important. And when Jerry said when he traded Micah, okay, he said there were 2 people I had to contracts up. It was Dak and Micah. He said. Dak, he couldn't afford to lose Dak.
Linda.
Remember what he said? I can't afford to lose Dak. Okay, but Micah was expendable. That's not my word. That's Jerry Jones.
Shout out to Linda with the super
Dak
chat.
Is
let me
not
read this.
expendable.
Yeah, let me read the super chat and then we'll get Wade can.
Cowboys without Dak Prescott
don't
are
lose your train of thought.
a 4-13 team.
Linda Conyers with the super chat. Your problem is not Dak, it's management. Grenard is $25 million a year, only counts 6.2 and 11.1 because Laurie paid guaranteed up front while Jerry puts in escrow and in balloons. Yeah, Linda. They're doing better with the contracts. I think Dallas kind of started that whole thing, and then they kind of lost their way, and then Howie's taking it to a new level.
Howie's the best.
Yeah, Howard is the best when it comes to that. Again, shout out. I give more kudos than any then probably I should. But I'm just speaking how I feel. Thank you, Linda, for the super chat. I really appreciate your support. But yeah, Wade, go ahead, brother.
No, just Dak. No one's getting paid more than Dak right now. He's $60 million. Your next contract should not be more than $60 million, Dak. You haven't won shit. If he doesn't get us to a conference, I'm gonna put it like this: you don't win us a damn Super Bowl at the end of this contract, Mother Humper, you ain't getting more than this contract you just got.
Right, well,
I'll tell you that right
saying.
now.
Even if he wins a couple playoff games, gets to a championship game on the road, loses, if he loses at home as a favorite, then that would be an issue. But let's say he loses on the road at the Rams, whatever, in a close game. It is what it is, right? You better not hold out for top dollar. You
got
better
Matthew
not
Stafford
hold out for
playing
top
in Super
dollar.
Bowls, making way less than Dak.
Yes.
You know what I think? We should give
What's up,
Quinn
Comic
Williams
Flick?
a contract extension. That would give us some cap space.
Give who an extension?
Quinn and Williams.
Well, yeah. Well, they haven't done a lot. That's what's interesting. They haven't done a lot of things that they could still do, and they will do. Right. But whatever. Go ahead. And I agree with you, Yasin. I think Quinn and Williams is part of it, so they'll redo it.
I would extend Quinn and Williams for sure. He's
maybe
a dog.
They're working
I like
on
him.
it, and maybe it's not as easy as they think. I don't know. What's up, Rob? What were you gonna say?
Do you think Dak would still be the starting quarterback in Philly with in year 10 coming into year 11? With that record?
No, probably not. Well, he has a good win-loss record. He doesn't have a good win-loss record against teams above 500. So that I understand.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you though, Rob. If Dak was in Philly the last 10 years with the teams that you've had, I honestly think with the management, I'm gonna be honest with you, with the way your team is structured, management, and the coaches y'all have had, I think Dak would have pulled you out of the Super Bowl, like with the teams y'all had.
The playoffs again.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, who knows? And you might be right because we've had some pretty damn good talent.
He would have had a different scope on him doing Philly than Dallas. Dallas, he's like in the spotlight all the time. Philly would have been a little different.
Rob, you have a classy owner, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do. We have a classy owner.
Gentleman, by the way.
We have a good GM. Our owner lets our GM
fear,
do just
Rob.
GM things.
And we could talk about this. I'm going to bring this up to
Rob,
Philly
do you
500
remember Norman
next
Bremen?
Tuesday. Rob, me and Wade were talking about this, and this could happen. Would this be a nightmare scenario for you? Now, just take a leap with me, right, Wade? Howie wants to run his own team. Okay, he wants to be more than what he's doing. He wants to run it all, right? I see a scenario, not because it had nothing to do with the Eagles per se. It's just I see Howie leaving in the not too distant future, maybe to the Jets or to Cleveland, a la Joe Banner, but with skins on the wall that Joe didn't have. And I only say that because Jeffrey Lurie ultimately wants his son Julian to run the team. That's fairly clear. I don't know what the timetable is. It could be whatever, and we know Julian. His thing is he's all about the analytics and everything. Would that not be a scary situation if Howie left and you were left with Julian and maybe Howie? I mean, that
Julian
is
and his
on
college
the table.
buddy.
Yeah, Howie's the backbone of our success. Period. He knows how to build a roster. He knows how to, like how Linda said, contracts. He knows how to manipulate contracts to our benefit. And I don't think no one does it better than him. One thing that I can appreciate him this year that he's done that I think is kind of not talked about. We talked about it a little bit last night. Is that we've heard Steven say, well, we've tried to go out and get this player. We've tried to do this. We tried to do that. And I mentioned last night on Lloyd's live stream, like Howie don't try to do shit. The dude just goes out there and gets it done at whatever cost it takes to get it done. And that's what I could appreciate about Howie is that given 2 4s for a wide receiver that we don't know how he's going to pan out, that's aggressive. And it could be a move that blows up in our face, or it could be a move that makes Howie's reputation stick to what it is. He's just an aggressive swing for the fences. We don't always hit, but we sure in the hell always try.
Linda Conyers says, I totally disagree with insert QB here because you can go back through history and do the same damn thing. Put some respect on Jalen Hurts' name. He don't want your top 10 stats. He wins 57-25. And again, Linda, I'm not sure if you're. I think you are rather local. I think you are kind of local, Linda. I would say this. It'll be interesting. This is an offense that, Jalen. I'm not saying he's not looking forward to it, but there's some things with this offense he's got to get used to. Number one is playing under center. He's been outright in front. He likes playing in the gun where he can see everything in front of him. He doesn't like putting his back towards the defense. Not saying he won't. That'll be interesting. Just the offense, they're gonna have to use the middle of the field more under this coordinator. So it's a lot of interesting things. There is a scenario where he's not around long, and for his sake, I'm not saying it's good or bad. I think it would suck for the Eagles, but I feel bad for him at times living locally because he gets so much shit locally that if I'm Jalen, I'm like, F that. After a while, it's got to be tough hearing all the negative bull stuff. Not that everybody, like the fans like him, but some fans are ready to move on. You can't do this, you can't do that. And obviously the pundits, everybody has their opinion. So I kind of feel bad for him a little bit. He's a winner. I know we would like to have a Super Bowl. You can keep your stats. I could care less. I just want to win. That's why people go, bus driver. Sign me up. I mean, Aikman was a bus driver, right? Wade? I mean, Aikman always said that he was a bus driver. Well, yeah. Okay. I mean, sign me up.
Brian, I just want to say something about Howie, okay? When Chip Kelly was hired, Howie got demoted, okay?
Yeah, he went to the broom closet.
Corner.
Yeah. He got demoted, but he took his time. Then as soon as Chip Kelly messed up, here's Howie, and they got 2 Super Bowls. Howie's the best GM, man.
Yeah, I couldn't disagree with you at all. You're absolutely right, man. The guy is aggressive, and not every move that he does is a hit, but he continues. He's very persistent and just swinging for the fences at all times, and I respect the hell out of that. I love an aggressive GM like that.
And Howie's so different now than he was like in 20. So confident, and he was very.
Well, he don't want to be put back in the closet again, So
exactly.
He came out
like
saying, "I'll fucking show you guys what I'm
like,
about," and exactly.
Look, Howie Roseman leaves. We know what this looks like already, Robbie.
I agree.
We know what this looks like. His name was Chip Kelly. We know what it looks like. Disaster, implosion, misery. That's why they had to let Howie come in and take the hell back over.
It was a beautiful thing.
No, I don't disagree with you at all. Howie Roseman is the heart and soul of the Eagles because he's that roster builder, and kudos to Lurie to allow him to do his thing, man. I mean, so if Howie leaves, man, it's gonna be pretty bad. It isn't gonna be good.
Sorry, I'm talking to somebody. You guys can carry on your conversation. I'll be right back.
Turn to the New York Giants next 10 years, Robbie. Oh, shit.
Why am I catching this man there, Warren?
That'd be bad right there. I know Robbie.
That'd be horrible. You don't want to come down here, Rob. You don't want to come down here.
Well, at least misery loves company, Jess. So you and I will be.
Hell yeah.
We'll be drinking buddies.
You and Momo, come on down here.
Well,
like I said,
scenario.
That's an air like vacuum right there. He goes like, oh shit.
Well, I kind of felt the same way when we lost, our O-line coach, this year. I think he was the best in the business, and that was kind of deflating. So I hope they know what they're doing because I'm not a fan of that move at all. But We'll see what happens.
Look, things could change quick. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but what if you do have a bad year? And what if Vic Fangio retires right after the bad year, if you have a bad year, and then you fire Nick Sirianni? It could get real bad real quick. And then you get hit. Howie Roseman says, I'm out of here. That would be the nightmare scenario.
You know, the thing is, though, Wade, is I think this team, even though our offense underachieved last year, and I blame a lot of it on coaching, I think Petullo wasn't fit for. He wasn't ready for that yet. Man, we got too much damn talent to be that bad this year. I mean, on offense, even if my offense is similar to what it was last year, which I think it will be better, my defense, man, that defense is so fucking good. My defense, I mean, our weakness was Adoree Jackson. We went out and got Reek Woolen. You know, our defenses, our pass rushers were either hurt or underachieved. We went out and got Grenard. Man, I just can't see us not competing this year, man.
Yeah.
I just think we have too much talent on this team to not compete.
Do you still have Ringo?
Oh, no, Ringo's gone, thank God.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, Ringo's gone. And my secondary, I think, is one of our strengths because of Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean and Reek Woolen. I mean, that three, those are some three tough cornerbacks that, you know, it's going to be tough to throw the ball on them for sure. Reek Woolen is no slouch, and he's an upgrade from Adoree Jackson. You know, I just think there's just a lot of freaking talent on that team to not be successful. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see.
No,
regardless, it's going to be a battle this year for us. Now you go ahead and talk, Holly. Talk.
Oh no, I was just asking. Rob Woolen came from Seattle, right?
Rick Woolen.
I'm surprised they let him go.
Well,
me too.
He got benched last year. I'm not here to hammer Woolen, but he will be better with Philly, you would think, because he's a press man corner. So we'll see. Real quick, I did hear you at like one of my ear. Nolan Smith. It was just brought up that they're obviously going to try and re-sign the corners and Mitchell and DeJean, but looks like they're not going to try and re-sign Nolan Smith. So again,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and I know you are.
Yeah,
I'm
okay
just saying that's just a little bit of news I heard today.
Yeah.
That not that it's in stone, anything can happen, but remember that was the draft. That was a horrible draft. Not so much for the Eagles, but that was the Mozzie Smith draft where Dallas is on the clock. Joey Porter Jr., Nolan Smith. Again, I didn't know that he didn't fit in our scheme. You know, TJ Watt wouldn't have fit in our scheme because we had to draft Taco Charlton. That type of philosophy BS, you know, instead of just taking good football players, which is why I like, as we go full circle, Christian Parker, because he made a comment yesterday or 2 days ago that basically said, I run a 3-4 base. It'll be like 25% of the time. Most of the time, everybody, we're going to have two linebackers on the field. So when we have people trolling you saying they don't have enough linebackers, they do. Yes, we could use another. Most of the time, you're going to be playing two linebackers because you're going to be a nickel, right? You are. It's just because of how the NFL plays offense these days. So it's not the worst thing to go out and get a Jalen Thompson, who will probably be the green dot to start out. But I don't know that. Just me hypothesizing. And then you have Malik Hooker, and then you have, by the way, maybe the best ready-to-go player in the draft, and Caleb Downs. That's an upgrade. To Rob's point, you know, I think I heard him say he doesn't see the Eagles not being good on defense. Me neither. That was never the issue. I think they're going to be fine on defense. I think, the issues are more on the offensive side of the ball. It'll be kind of interesting.
The offensive line.
I think, it's a lot of there's a lot of question marks throughout this division. Eagles have the least amount of them. How's that? Eagles have the least amount of question marks because they just won the division. So we'll see. Let's let the schedule play out. Let's let everything play out before we start pulling the rug out from people and saying,
I will say this about our division,
because it's a bunch of BS. You could do anything you want.
Our
the Giants
division
can go
at the
from
end of the year,
the outhouse to the penthouse if they play things right. Go ahead, Wade.
No, I was just saying, at the end of the year, all of our teams, like regardless, because we know our schedules are going to be brutal.
I'm happy it's a better division.
Whatever teams come out of this division in the playoffs are going to be battle tested. The teams that come out of this division.
Bingo. There's nothing like playing in a shitty division and then going and getting your head throttled in.
NFC Beast is
NFC
back.
South.
Well,
NFC
yeah,
South.
exactly.
So
I think
weak.
it's a good thing. Now, I don't know. I'm not here to promise anything, everybody. It's fucking May. It's May 4th. Rabe winning in this century. And Anonymous, what the F, Dirty? That's wild. That's what Dirty Sanchez does. He's wild, brother. Offense will be unknown this season. Mustang, all I'm saying is Lane, I don't know how much more Lane's going to play, so it'll be interesting to see the replacements and who they groom, right?
Probably Bell.
Yeah, I mean, again, he has a lot of work to do, Bell.
I agreed.
So without Stoutland, yet
I
another
say that.
Rob, and I'm not going to name. Certain people get upset. I'm just putting a question mark. I'm not saying it's a 0. It's a test. We'll see. I don't know where it's going to end. If I had the answers, I would go right to the MGM Sportsbook and put money. Even though I am going to put some money on the upcoming UFC fight, but stay tuned for that. But Linda, I agree with you. I can't make a prediction as of yet.
Cowboys are going to be better.
Again, Linda, that's all we're saying.
I'm saying they're going to win the division. They will be a better team this year. I know that everyone talks.
If not, then heads need to roll.
There's not 50 people on defense to replace guys. There's 11 starters.
14 players. Do you know they replaced 14 players on defense? Not starters, but they replaced 14 players on defense.
Yeah,
I don't think
and they
people
replaced
know the amount of
staff.
Yeah, and all but one. All but Lunda Wells is a new coach.
Yep.
Some would say, well, that's a question. It is. It's a question. Everybody gets mad when I say, well, you got to put 2 toes in it. You got to support your team. I'm supporting my team. I'm just telling you it's a question. Just like the Eagles without Jeff Stoutland is a question. Sean Mannion calling plays. It's a question. How are you going to run an offense without A.J. Brown? That's a question. I'm not saying it's a bad answer. I don't know the answer. That's what's going to be fun about it. How good is the Giants going to be, Jesse? You don't have that answer. I think the floor has been raised. No, Jesse?
I said, like I said, we're in the unnowwn right now. Brand new coach.
Yeah, but the floor has gone from 4-5 to,
it has.
6, 7, 8. I'm sorry. They're not. You ain't winning any less than 6, 7 games. You're going to win at least
We're rebuilding. We're in rebuild. We're rebuild. I mean, I'm looking for the future.
You see what they're doing.
Your over under was 7.5 wins, Jess.
And it's okay.
Season.
Is it already? They have it out already.
If you go to the futures under BetMGM, they have them at 7.5. They have Dallas at 8.5 and Philly at 10.5. I didn't look at Washington.
Yeah, so that's interesting, and that'll change. That's definitely change. Yeah,
that will change.
So lock it in now if you like.
That'll change when the Cowboys pick up Max Crosby.
Here we go. Jackson Dart and John Harbaugh will be something. Mustang Logan. I don't know what they're going to do this year. I just know that their floor has been raised. I don't see Chris Dooley in here. He's going to hate me. YouTube J Capalot. Told you. Where you at? I told you about them Sixers. I got a better one. They're going to beat the Knicks, too. How do you like that? The Sixers are going to win this series, too.
Yeah, Chris Dooley was in the chat earlier. I don't know where he went
I think the Commanders. I got to see the schedule. See, I don't even have the effing schedule. I think the Commanders could be pushing up the rear.
That's where they belong.
I'm just saying. I think that's a possibility.
They're pushing Momo's rear.
I think that's a possibility, but I don't know. Who the hell knows? Vinny says no way. You're gonna kiss me or something? Vegas nailed it every year. Kid Cowboy. They didn't. No, they don't.
Didn't get Seattle.
They didn't have Dallas winning 3 straight years of 12 wins. That's for sure. And then Wade, it's funny. We can go from 12 wins, 3 straight years, to back-to-back 7-win seasons. You wouldn't normally see that happen. But we can't do the opposite. Now, I'm not predicting 12 wins. I don't even know the schedule. I'm just saying you can, depending on how it goes. Sure you can. Celtics sold, bro. YouTube, J. Cal. All I was saying is I don't think the Sixers are unbelievable, but I know that the Celtics weren't good, and I know that the Knicks are a horribly coached team.
Yeah, I agree.
And
it's all right. My
they
Spurs
can
are
be
primed and ready.
I think so too.
Flyers are next to go. Vinny, Flyers ran into a buzzsaw the other night. I think the NHL gave him a horrible. They had one day off. Meanwhile, the Hurricanes swept and were off for a week. You knew that was going to be ugly.
Hurricanes, boy, they may go through the NHL this year. They're.
I don't know, man. My Avs look pretty good too. Should we?
The Avalanche. Sorry. Yeah, the Avalanche. Yeah, I said the Avalanche may sweep through the NHL playoffs. They were looking pretty good.
Did you see we had 9 goals yesterday? 9 goals.
I watched that whole game. That was great.
Wemby is a problem, says Linda.
Yeah,
You're dang right. Wemby's a problem. I call him Baby Kareem. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
He is the real deal.
One
That
game,
kid is
Vinny
so
Hagen.
good.
Stop it now.
Baby Kareem.
Stop.
You know what's an interesting one in baseball tonight? There's a lot of good pitching tonight.
Relax, Vinny.
Sliver's on the mound. Yamamoto and Soriano are all on the mound. I just put a 3-leg parlay in with those 3. I think there's going to be some good pitching tonight.
Trying to find a good drop for Vinny.
Yeah, please do.
They screwed the Spurs, though. Spurs should have Cooper Flag on their team, too.
That was weird on how they ended up with the number 1.
They had 50%. They had 50% of that lottery chance, and damn Mavericks 1%, and they just happened to get Cooper Flag.
That was BS.
Great.
That's
Spurs would be a super team right now if they had Cooper Flag.
Jeez, that would be a damn good team.
Oh my God, Twin Towers.
Dallas is a hard team.
We'd win 4 straight.
There you go. Mr. Positive.
4 straight titles.
The only one who's going to get in your way this year is going to be OKC, because OKC is.
OKC, yeah. They knocked off the Denver Nuggets, the Timberwolves. Man, I was happy about that because the Nuggets had San Antonio's number a little bit.
Oh, okay, yeah, because the matchup. Yeah.
Detroit's still in, isn't there?
Yeah, Detroit won. Yeah, so they moved.
That's the one I'm worried about.
They beat the crap out of Orlando. So yeah,
that's the one I'm worried about. Detroit.
Yeah. Durant is playing good down low, but what's his name? Their guard, Green Eyes. What the heck is? Anywho, but he's really good.
I'm worried if the Knicks take over our arena tonight. Sorry, when the Knicks come to Philadelphia in Game 3.
Cade Cunningham.
Yeah. YouTube,
not Cliff
J.
Cunningham, but Cade Cunningham.
I don't know if you guys saw. My son brought it to my attention. What's his name? Walker. Number 4 for the Celtics. Who am I thinking of? Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown bitching on one of the streaming platforms. What is it? Twitch.
Of course, that's what they do.
He was bitching on Twitch about Joel Embiid and the flopping. Meanwhile, you were getting away with some serious ticky. Was that for a Game 7? I've never seen on both sides. I'm not here to say Sixers, but there was more ticky-tack fouls in that fourth quarter. I just look back in the 80s and 90s, how hard it was to play basketball.
Man.
What an absolute joke the game is now. Absolute.
Oh yeah, it's
remember the Detroit Pistons? Do you remember the Detroit Pistons? You would go in the lane and you might have your head taken off, right?
Yeah, Bill Laimbeer would just sit there and knock your head off.
And he would get flagrants every now and again, but they let him play for the most part.
Right.
Bad boy Pistons.
Again, it's a different. It's hard to watch. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's very hard to watch. Just like
there's only a few teams that play. They play basketball. I'm not gonna say like it was back then, but the Spurs are structured like that. The Oklahoma City Thunder, those are teams you like to watch.
Well, Wade, what's frustrating with that? It's hard to bet on because some of these teams, some of these players look like they're just taking the game off. They're not playing 100%.
Well, what's frustrating watching
so
the Sixers,
hard to bet on.
Like Sixers related was watching the game the other night, and as much as Embiid helped them win, no doubt. Without Embiid, they probably don't win that, even without Tatum.
Agreed.
But for a 7'2" man to command the ball every time, have it over his head, right? What did they teach you in like pee-wee ball? Then bring it down to where all the little people are so you can get the ball stripped. I never understood. He needs to pass. I mean,
Fundamentals.
I'm just tired of it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm tired of watching it. I needed Paul George. I don't need Paul George to rush the lane or like drive the lane per se. Hit the mid-range jumper. That's you're a super max player.
Yeah. Right.
He can do it. Hit the 10-foot jumper. That'll open everything wide open. Instead, it's Maxey and it's Embiid. And it's Maxey, and if it's on, you saw it. It can work. When it's off, it looks absolutely disastrous. So
that's when Embiid needs to be down in the paint. When he was down in the paint, nobody could defend him. Either he gets the ball or he gets fouled.
I mean, Jesse, when you get the ball and then you bring it down low, you're just asking for problems. And then how many times you see him dribble it off his foot? I love Embiid, I do, but I think they need to kind of switch it up a little bit. I know they won the series, but yeah,
Maxey won it.
He's still getting his legs underneath him though, man. He's been out for a bit, so I think he's going to be better this upcoming series. He's still getting his legs underneath him.
I mean, the Celtics weren't great. They were a week 2 seed. That's why I was kind of actually excited that we got the Celtics. But
I've been waiting for the Sixers over Boston for a long time.
I was getting goosebumps. I found that clip of Dave Zinkoff announcing. I was at a lot of those games. I was young. I was 10 years old, but my brother would. My parents took, we would go to a lot of the Sixers games. And
the 3 straight years they played in the Eastern
I remember
Final.
my dad took me to the parade. My dad took me to the parade. He took from Jersey all the way down there, down to the parade.
Yeah. Anyone who watched the Phillies lately? They're on now. I don't know what the score is. Anybody got a Phillies score? I'm getting ready to get out of here. I know we got basketball and Flyers. So, all right, everybody, we're going to end this here then.
Yeah, Philly don't start for another 30 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to end it here. I wanted to get in early. I thank you, everybody who reached out and wished me luck this morning. Everything looks good, everybody. So
it does.
Great.
Yeah,
hey,
game time,
good, man.
Game time. For the record, bro, I'm not butthurt. Okay.
I'm
not butthurt.
Your bread.
Oh, what, Mark?
Bread.
Yeah,
Well, I'm glad to hear that it came out okay for you game time.
Yeah, thank you. If Rob is butthurt, I normally hear about it. So
yeah, you do. You're the first.
He's taking my line. See, Rob, he's taking my lines too.
Right away, even.
Yep.
So that's good. I'd rather have it that way than him not say nothing and then not tell me. So, all right, everybody, I appreciate it. Yeah, I got Philly 500. I mean, there's going to be a lot more coming. I just wanted to do something today. I wasn't feeling really great last night. I didn't know you guys were streaming anyway, Jesse, so that worked out. So,
appreciate it.
Yeah, so just keep your ears peeled. Philly 500 next Tuesday. I'm going to have a couple people on. It won't be a total Zoom. It'll be, I'll bring on a few people that have a conversation. And let's not forget, a week from Wednesday, they will start Monday, a week from today, dribbing and drabbing the schedule out. But next Wednesday will be the schedule release show. We'll be doing a show there as well.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. So, all right, everybody, we will
Game
talk
time.
to everybody later. Yes.
Game time. One last thing, man. I'm glad you're good, man.
Thank you. I appreciate
Thanks for the news.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad
everything's
you're
good. We're good.
God is good, man.
Thanks, man. Late.
Go Phils. Go Flyers.
Late.
Later.